Yes.
No.
Yes.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I don't know why Discord does that.
Auto changes your stuff.
Yeah, it hooks it up to my headphone speaker, but I don't have it connected. I don't know.
All right. Stream is up and running. Yeah. Any last comments or considerations before I get you guys started dusting off all the cobwebs? We started just doing that just now, but we'll get into it. Because indeed, last time, you guys have decided to go to the Isle of Abbey on behalf of Akor's backstory to track down some of the... Oh my god. I should probably pull up your freaking character backstory sheet, shouldn't I? Oh my god, I don't remember what the name of the god.
Yeah, I know it's the cult
Cyric.
of like the
Cyric.
Cyric.
Yeah.
cult of Asyric.
Korra backstory. There's the document.
Yeah, if you could just
Also-
remind me of everything that involves my character, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Also, Tales Beyond is once again saying that I'm a robot.
Rubit.
Yeah.
Robot.
Yeah, so you guys made it to the island. Had to travel through some dunes that you knew were infested with undead, and you had to fight a lot of skeletons and then some pretty crazy skeleton swarms and like a giant skeleton essentially. Made it through that, and then you traveled through. You guys found something random. I don't remember why I ended up having you guys stop, and there was a tree, and somebody, I think we had Graph like fell asleep on the tree. Everyone was looking for something at this freaking tree.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because somebody had found like the pirate map off of one of the
Yeah, Kevin was searching
treasure
for
map.
buried treasure.
Yeah, and then I don't remember what you got, but yeah, Graph ended up finding something underneath the tree. Ended up making it to the ruins because it appears that this cult of Cyric was in a street battle or internal conflict in a way, because there was betrayal of a cult of Vecna, and this abbey where they were held up had been attacked recently, but it sounded like they're still cult of Cyric members held up somewhere. Most likely that's where your brother is. So you made it to the destroyed abbey, and there are some manticores flying around, but you managed to sneak past them and down an inn, easy peasy, without any issues. Came into the first kind of room, and there were some people just kind of chilling out, and we rolled initiative, and we started fighting. Any questions?
I remember that when didn't something happen where all the other guys were easy, and then like the one dude I charged had like what, 2 attacks or 3 attacks or something like that?
Everyone was like, that one's easy, and then like everything ended up being not as you would assume from their like where they were looking and postured and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out we thought the ads that were going to be difficult ended up being easy, and then the one that we thought was going to be easy was the boss.
The guy with the shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that. I'm glad I could find that
It was
out for you
actually
guys.
a guard and 2 prisoners.
A guard and 2 prisoners? Wait, was that from a different time? I'm thinking I'm missing that reference. It was not that deep.
No, it's just the idea that we just straight up... We didn't really know anything about who these people were.
To be fair, they definitely would have looked like cultists. Like, again, remember the miniatures are not going to really showcase much because I have to use what I can find. But I think Core would have 100% known, like, oh, these are former or are current cultists. So there's no, in my opinion, there won't be any. There's no like, did we just kill innocents? You're good on that.
Yeah, well, I think I do remember trying to attack. I was like, I don't know, do we attack these guys?
Oh yeah, I think you did like hold your shot.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, well, Cord said, no, don't feel bad for them.
Yeah. One little
No, I know this is.
technical thing in Tailspire, I do want, at least for like when we know there's going to be combat and or like a dungeon crawl like this, I want you guys to turn on grid snapping. So in your top right, the little bunny rabbit looking thing, you click on that, go to settings, and then on the second tab next to the cog is like other settings, and it says creature snap to grid down in there. If you could turn that on. And my suggestion is to turn that off if you guys are like out in Troll Skull dicking around. You guys want more minute control over where you end up. But I just know during the combat I end up like adjusting you guys constantly, and that'll just keep one thing for me not to do. Everyone find that okay? Anybody not find it?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay. Any other questions? Anything you want to mention from last time?
I'm just like with Justin saying the it turns out they were two prisoners. I just can't help but remember the Tom Cardy song, the perception check. It's like net 20, yeah. On closer inspection, you find that the short person you just killed was a child. The child that we have been searching for two sessions.
I don't think I've ever pulled that on anybody. I don't know that song. I don't know the song you're talking about. You should link that sometime so we can see it.
It's beautiful.
I guess the only time I've really did anything rough was it you guys, Justin, with Lost Minds. The first like guy who did, was it you all that snuck off after you, and you guys had like a tattoo of his family or something on it, or something weird.
Yeah. He had like, we found a ring on him, and he said it had like an engraving. We're like, oh, this was his dad's rig. And then when we like took some of his clothes, and you were like, oh, he has a big like in memory of tattoo.
Oh,
that was like the first thing they were all kind of new players too, and that was like the first like thing they ever like encountered, and I was like right off the rip, I'm like gave him the whole like, oh, you find the in the goblin pocket the letter to his wife after you kill him. I think that's really the only time I ever did it though. Yeah. Okay, well there's nothing.
Guard's pocket. Yeah.
If there's nothing else, we're gonna roll initiative as a few of these doors open up because there's stuff nearby, and you guys made a lot of noise. Namely gunshots. So go and roll initiative for me.
God damn it, Hillshire.
Also had nothing to do with the clang, clang, string.
Definitely wasn't me fighting a dude with the shield.
You said to shoot.
You said to shoot.
Yeah, fair enough. All right.
17.
Got a 16.
Alrighty. So Cora, you said 16?
Mm-hmm.
And then Hillshire?
17.
Ooh. Zaba?
24.
Ooh. Graph?
12.
12. I see somebody's hunter's marks out, and so like we're literally picking up right after last combat, which probably lasted like 2 rounds. So somebody's hunter's mark is up here. Actually, I bet you can tell by who can control it.
Yeah, give me a sec, because I'm verifying that I'm human to see if I can get Tail Beyond.
Human
That's my
after all. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm still a robot.
I'm kind of confused. When I went back to D&D Beyond, it said 7, but when I popped up the dice and rolled it in Tailspire, it said 24.
So my theory is ignore anything on the D&D Beyond or Avray if that's hooked up to the Discord, because it generated its own roll, right? But the Tailspire is not generating that roll. All it's doing is going, I'm taking your modifier, whatever it is, and then we're going to generate a D20 in here and roll it. So does that make sense? Because it's not taking especially since we're doing 3D die, Tailspire is not taking that result and sending it back to D&D Beyond. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So just ignore anything on the D&D Beyond side / Avray Discord. And because what we'll do is just, it's whatever the dice you rolled, if you end up rolling the dice in the Tailspire.
Okay.
All right, since it's actually physics-based and everything. All right, I'm rolling. Cora. I'll just kind of direct you. The icons are the same, but if you hold tab, I think you can see their names. This person looks familiar. It's actually a dude named Odium.
Oh.
And you would recognize him as from your past. Nasty piece of work, Mr. Odium.
What's up, Odie?
He kind of does see you, and he's like, oh, hello. Sorry, let me actually focus on getting their initiatives in.
Or doesn't say, actually, like, hisses at him.
So do that. And Odium I just rolled for. Do. Oh. So then do this, and then I do this. So he is going to go before Graph. Zaba goes first. I've heard you guys do that. And this one. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, I got the turn order. Yeah. So I'm still like my brain's still getting back into it, and just also just Tailspire. I'm like, I think everything's ready. So yeah, people come through there, and you do hear this gentleman Odium look at Core and be like, "What the fuck are you doing here? I thought you were dead." And it'll be Graf's turn.
Oh, my 12 was enough to.
Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not right. I don't know why. Zaba, there it is. I don't know why it had you as the first one when I said it. Zaba's up.
Okay. Come up here and blast this cultist on the right side, the right doorway. Yeah, him.
Ah.
With
T and then click as a pointer.
okay.
All right, we're going for the one to the right.
I'm not sure if I have my hunter's mark still from the previous session.
I'm
I don't
assuming no, just because we still had this one out and it appears to be Graf's marker.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that's my
I'll just hit
hunter's
him.
mark.
Hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
okay.
22.
22 hits.
Okay, so I didn't get a damage dice in the game, but on D&D it was 11 damage.
So what I would say is decide if you want to just like, I'm okay if somebody just like wants to do just D20 rolls in Tailspire and then do all their damage die on the D&D Beyond sign for speed. But just need to declare it and then stick to it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, do you,
That's how I will do it.
okay. All right. So how much damage was it?
11 damage.
All right. You kill that one. Bloop. One shot.
Nice. I get another blast, but I don't want to interrupt your conversation here. So I'm going to end my turn.
All right. Well, that one's dead. Hillshire's up.
I'm just gonna shoot this one.
Yep.
I don't know if that's Odie or not.
That
Otherwise,
is
no visual
Odium.
range, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
That's fine.
Oh, you know what? Can I walk that back and hide?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, that's fine. It's been a while.
Okay. Oh, interesting. It didn't do it at advantage. Well, this is supposed to be at advantage. Let me try again.
Oh wow. You think you're hidden, but as you come around, you realize you failed your DC 15 checks. Unfortunately, you do not get advantage off of that.
Okay.
That's wild. I literally can't remember the last time a rogue like failed their I check in the middle of combat. Okay, 23 will hit.
Eight.
8 damage.
I can't remember if there was anything else. Nope. That'll be it. I guess I'll just take one step back.
All right, core's up.
So, is Odie a male or a female?
Technically a male. I was
Okay,
lazy and
okay.
used the same.
Okay, perfect. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. How did we measure before?
If you're trying to do like how much you can move,
Yeah, I'm gonna measure it beforehand, right?
M, and it looks like it's generic circle. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish it had like a movement option. I like how Kevin's been doing the AoE, so you can kind of see all your
Yeah.
range there, but
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I think I can get all the way up there. Yeah. Let's do it. Hello, Odie. And she's going to, let's see, let's attack first with a longsword. Oh boy, 12.
12 just misses.
Okay. What is fine. So in the same action I can use a Illrigger spell. So I'm gonna do Shocking Grasp on him. Oh, geez, 13.
13 hits his AC. 13 is his AC.
Okay. Perfect. Alright, that's gonna be a little 9 lightning damage. Just want to see if there's anything else I can do. I think I'm gonna. Core's knowledge of Odie, is he like a big frontliner?
He's actually more of a caster based, but
Oh, sorry. Frontliner, as in. Sorry, I should have said that. Like one of the big bads that we're gonna have to face.
he's tougher. I would say he's more like, if you think about it in terms of like ranks like sergeant. Like he's not a big bad captain, but he is a little bit of he's more dangerous for sure.
Right. Okay. I think that is it. Oh, actually. Okay, never mind. I didn't hit him. Okay, sweet. I think that's it.
Okay. I'll only just give you this just because it's been so long. Do you want to move for cover purposes or anything like that for your ranged friends?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Let's move 5 feet back, like around this corner. Here.
I think I'm just gonna make it that you have to be on
Okay.
a full square.
Oh, on a full square. Yeah, that works. Totally fine.
Technically, that would do an attack of opportunity. Okay with that? Technically.
Let's see who's up next. Graf, Zaba.
And then that cultist is dead. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
kill it to clear it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Shoot. Here comes the attack. Uh, 12 plus 4, 16 to hit.
That misses.
Excellent. All right. It is his turn. He's going to do a bonus action spell. Let's see if I have anything here really quick for this. Library, creatures, community. Let's see if I have any, just a quick little marker for it. Let's do this. Wait, no. Perfect. The spiritual weapon comes out. Bam. So here's the spiritual weapon. He summons it right behind you. Go ahead and make an attack with that against you. That's a miss. That's a 9. Actually, first he would have done this. But actually, I'm going to give it to myself in case you fail it, just because it's been a while for me too. He does cast a spell at you. Oh, wait, no, he wouldn't be able to do that anyways. That's okay. So, steps up, takes a swing at you with their blade. Nat 20.
Oh shit. Let's see. I might have something for that. Where the fuck is it?
What the fuck?
Reaction. Okay. Oh, this is damage. Okay, never mind. I'll just take it.
Okay. Here's the first half. That's going to be 10 slashing. Plus 15 necrotic. 10, 15, 25 damage off of that crit.
Oh shit. That's not good.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The irony here is that he was going to try to hold person you, and then maybe it would have crit or something, but I just critted anyways on that attack. Graph is up.
Bonus action.
Meow.
And then action. Let me check. I think I have. Do I have extra attack at this point? Yes.
Yep, level
Alright.
5.
Action. I take out my short bow and I shoot. First attack is a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
That does 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing. I'm going to do a concentration check on spiritual weapon, which he fails with a nat 1. My last 2 rolls were a nat 20 and then a nat 1. And you said 8 damage. Okay.
Yes. Real quick, is he already missing any HP?
He is. Yep.
Cool, I get another D8 thanks to Colossus Slayer.
Colossal.
So
Nice.
it's another 8 piercing. And then Hunter's Mark is, what is it? This is it still just a D6? Yeah, it's just a D6 of force. So rolling the D6 force. So that's 3 force.
Okay.
Alright. And then second attack is with advantage. So that's 9 and 17.
17 hits.
17.
Is that the longbow master property? Gives advantage to
Short
victory?
bow with Vex.
Ah,
When I
so
hit, I have
longbow
advantage
is
on
the
my next hit
slow,
for-
short bow is the advantage. Got it.
Yes.
Got
So
it, got
short bow, yeah, has the Vex. So if you hit your next attack before the end of your next turn, has advantage. That was that. So a D6 plus 4 of the piercing damage. That is 4 plus 4, another 8. And just to double check with Hunter's Mark.
You do get it every hit, but that does kill Odium.
Ooh. Oh. Checking how much damage I got. Another 5 force. Yay.
Graph, you hear a door opening on the other side. You hear multiple doors opening on the other side.
Other side being like from my left.
Yep, you hear, what's that noise?
Alright. Graph is going to go over here, hop over the chair, and get like here to use the table and chairs as cover.
Smart. Yeah, essentially they're going to be entering initiative at the top of the order. So anything else?
Graf is just going to, as he jumps over the table and all that, point it out to the rest of the party. He's going to point in the direction he heard the noises from.
Yeah, you all
More
like,
on the way.
hear it. Yep, 100%. All right. We're going to go this. And I'm going to roll some new initiatives. This guy's dead. That one's dead. Good roll on this part. I remember to start renaming some of the stuff to make it easier for me. So if I do, I need to go back here. Let me do, let's make you number 1. And go back into this. All right, let's do the other one. Oh my gosh, I rolled a really good on 2 very dangerous people.
What was that?
What?
What'd you say?
Not, I said these people are so safe. You're safe. Nothing to be afraid of. And then last but not least, this one. Oh wow. Rolled a nat 1 on one of their initiatives. So now I come back here, I hit this. We're gonna drop him in. They're the ones that rolled good. So this one goes here, that one goes there. He's last, and he's here. Bam. Excellent. Yeah, Zaba, you hear doors open and you hear shouts and you see Graf run and take cover behind the table.
Okay. So I'm looking around for these shouts and I don't see anything. So I'm going to look for my nearest cover opportunity. I'm just going to stand behind this table here. Let's see. And I will ready an Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, I like that.
And that's my turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, you skipped a veteran.
Thank you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Has to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. If you want to draw a corner to corner, I think you can just see them, Zaba, with your readied Eldritch Blast, but I think the doors are going to count as, and Hillshire is like a +2 cover. So they do have a +2 to their AC. But you do see this guy come around the corner, so that would probably be your trigger to take your blast at him.
Okay. All right, it's 15.
15 is a miss, unfortunately. You just have your second blast.
A 20. 30.
20. 20 hits.
That's going to be 12 damage.
Nice. Excellent. Another guy's turn. He's going to have to dash 2. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Hillshire. 2 very scary looking guys, heavily armored, come running around. They have heavy crossbows on their back, and they're both also wielding great swords.
I've sort of forgotten this rule. can I just like run around a corner and hide and then come back out?
Yeah, as long as you break line of sight, that's all that matters to me.
Is this door line of sight?
Yeah, I'm using it as a solid object since it's actually in the environment. Well, you'd have to go farther, just kind of like you have to get every corner. Yep, perfect. Perfect.
Okay, I'll back out here. I'll hide.
Looks like you don't have your snap on, Justin. That's okay.
Well, I do have it on. It's just that wall kind of pushes you.
23 is good enough to be hidden. You feel very hidden.
So it was 5. 20. I'll pop back out and I'll shoot him.
Don't forget diagonals just count as 5.
Yeah. So
So you're aiming for the guy in front.
yeah, the guy in the front.
All right, Divantage.
I can't remember. Is this attack at advantage?
Yep, because you're stealth and he doesn't have any special abilities that bypass that, so you're good to go. 20, nat 20 will do it. I wish Tailspire had like a little thing like D&D Beyond. If you rolled a nat 20, that'd be fun. Let's go. Yeah, so we'll maximize your first weapon die. So it automatically did 2 for you, so we take
20.
that. Yeah, you max damage.
Damn.
24 damage. God.
And then sneak attack.
Ooh-wee. Which is also doubled. $23 damage on top of that.
23, 24. And then is he still up after that?
He is still up. I'm
Okay,
using a new term that some of them actually, or Seattle folks, introduced me to. He's now looking. He's bloodied and mortal. Mortal being like relatively reasonable one-shot kill. So he's looking real rough.
I'm going to use a charge of the Charm of the Creeping Hand.
Ooh.
So this was like a thing you gave us after we did that temple in
The
like,
Vecna
sewers.
cultists. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is, but I'm here for it.
So does this get doubled as well? Because it's 1d10 extra.
Not
Spectrum
in
numbers.
my opinion. Well,
Okay.
no.
So it's just-
Well, tell me what it does. Is it just flat damage?
It deals an extra d10, and I gain 5 temporary hit points.
I would double it. My little rule of thumb, like there's a chance it probably shouldn't be, but my rule of thumb is since that's a new ability charging on it, but if there's not a save involved, I usually allow it to be doubled. So yeah, go and roll 2d10 on top of that. Sorry to just talk it out.
8 and 4, so an extra 12.
Yeah, you walk around the corner. This really heavy, very scary looking dude gets blasted by by an Eldritch Blast, and then Hillshire walks around, almost feel like give a blunderbuss. Perfect, clean shot, taking that guy down. All right,
Alright, and then I'm going to back around the corner.
back it up, back it up, back it up. Cora's turn.
And I get 5 temp HP.
Yeah. Is that charm a one-time thing? I honestly do not remember.
I have
5 times.
5. Well, now I have 4 charges of it.
Okay. I want to use 5 times to charm branches. I see it. Perfect. That's fun. Cora.
Yes. Just trying to think about what I want to do. I don't think I could reach that guy in one turn, so let's measure it out. Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, you can do like that. I forgot.
Oops. Nope. Grab cord. Okay. Let's see him now. I think think I'm just gonna use my Hellfire on him. So he has to make a Charisma 15 save.
Just gonna use my Hellfire.
Just the Hellfire on him.
It's a 7.
Okay. He doesn't take that much. So he takes, hold up. I think it's double this. 2d4 for each. Okay, so let's say 3 fire, and then another 3 necrotic. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to take my potion of healing.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's it. That was it.
All right. Crafts up.
Oh, Leroy E. Well, second verse same as the first. Throw in a. Not there. Is that yeah, that looks like it's not Bayleaf. No, but
Nope. It's just a generic warrior. Veteran
Okay.
1.
okay. Action 1 after bonus action was to move Hunter's Mark. I have advantage on this because Vex. So that's 9.
I think it has to be a target you hit, not just your next attack roll. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to be the target that
Hit a
you've.
creature. Yeah, it has to be against that creature. Yeah. Okay, so it was the 9, the first one that I rolled. Did that? I imagine that doesn't hit.
9 is a miss, correct.
Okay.
And plus with your angle, Cora is giving him a +2 to his AC if you want to maneuver off of that at all.
Nope.
Okay.
I like where I'm at. 4,
Oof.
so that would be 11, which with his +2 thanks to Cora.
Definitely a miss. Yeah.
So Graph just yeah, it's good enough. Good enough. I distracted him for you.
Gee, thanks.
All right.
The fuck is Bayleaf?
Yeah, did the cultist not get his turn?
Definitely didn't miss him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 15, 15, 20, 25, 30. That was 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 5, 15, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. Top of the order. We hear some more doors open up. Being these doors here. Pardon me as I get some more people into initiative.
I may have overestimated our abilities.
All right, I need to. Why do I not be able to control? There we go. Bring you back. That's knocked down. He was up, so he will start there. They will start there. Bam, ba bam. Person's there. Okay, now I gotta do the actual initiative. Let's make you veteran 3. We'll make you cultist 2. We'll keep you human spellcaster. Okay. Initiative. Okay. Then 6. You. Then one more. Oh, just 2. Okay, so I go edit. And then you're in, you're in, you're in. far down than leached. There. Nope. We go there. And we have a. He goes here. And they go there. Bam. 3 new combatants have entered the playing field. Okay. Zaba, you're up. Thank you for your patience.
Okay. I'm gonna just go right here.
I'm wondering if there's a mod I can use on my side to do initiative faster in this, because I don't think it has to be client side for you guys.
Okay, and I'm going to double blast this guy that's directly in front of Hillshire. Or, across from the door.
You jump on this guy here.
Yes.
So core is giving them +2 to their AC if you want to maneuver at all.
I will maneuver, but
You can let go of that dice first. Yeah, if you have plenty of movement. Hey! 26 will hit. Yeah, go ahead and just at least... Yeah, if you move there, that would have been perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, 26 hits.
Seven damage.
Okay.
Again with the second one, with the same guy. 12.
12 is a miss.
All right. That's gonna be my turn.
All right. He runs up. Core is there. He pulls out his great sword and he takes his first swing at you. 18 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. That'll be 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then second attack. Natural 1. Woo-wee. Hillshire's up.
I suppose I'll steady aim. And I will shoot at him.
Ooh. What?
Damn.
Jesus Christ, dude. All right. Oh man, these guys are so dangerous, and they're a rogue just nat 20 2 times in a row. That's insane, actually.
So that's 11.
11.
So
Thank
it's
you
a
for
little
doing
bit-
the math. Yeah.
But 11, well, 11 plus 7, so 18.
1 plus 7 for 18.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It did the math correctly. 11.
11.
Oh, shoot. No, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's 18.
So the first one's 10. For what I see, we take that
And
2
Then plus 1 plus 7. Yeah.
or plus 4. I see 2 plus 1 plus 4 equals 7. So 2 gets turned to a 10, plus 1 is 11, plus 4 is 15.
Yeah, my roll disappeared. I can't see it.
Yeah, there's
What
a
was the
if you
button
hit
to log?
spacebar, spacebar, and then in the top right there's a little book. You
Okay.
click on
Yeah,
that.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so plus 4. I'm sorry. So
It's all good.
10 plus 1 plus 4, so 15.
15 damage. Okay. And then your double sneak attack. Eight, 14 for 22 damage. Okay.
And I guess I'll blow another charge. I was thinking like, oh, I'll just use this whenever I crit.
Yeah, 2 crits in a row against
But-
some juicy targets too.
Yeah, those are good rolls at least.
Yeah.
18.
You kill another one. Those are huge damage rolls for a freaking level 5
that's
rogue.
crazy.
Excellent.
That's my
Excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent. All right, core is up.
Okay. So I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna see if I can hold one of my actions, but I want to do something beforehand.
Depends on what you're trying to do, what you're holding and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so I basically want to hold my action until more of the bad guys get to like this spot right here.
Okay.
Actually, let me see. I just want to make sure that I am in range of it. Okay. Yeah.
Is it a 15-foot
So-
cone?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know why it's. What wasn't there a way to make it?
Yeah, there's a
bigger?
way to make it. And also remember, do it from the edge.
Oh, that's right.
If you come out and then click where it is,
Oh.
and then you can measure it
There
out
we
to
go.
the 45.
45. Yeah.
I'm trying to make
Okay.
sure that's actually correct. It looks correct for like, so it's 1 square, then it should be about 2 squares, and then about, no? So essentially for every 5 feet, if it's 5 feet, it's 5 feet wide. If it's
Mm-hmm.
10 feet, it's 10 feet wide.
Okay.
What do we think? Is that 60%? So like so this should be hitting 3 squares. I think 60-degree angle is actually what we're looking at.
Okay.
That's not even, yeah.
Looks like it.
I think that's how it's supposed to be. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so she has the mug of spirits, and basically like my idea is that she would fill it with a strong alcohol, and then spread it on the ground up here, and then a spell would trigger when enemies come around the corner.
Okay. Mug of spirits. Oop, I don't think exclamation points work. Item. Mug of spirits.
I wonder.
Who knows what that was actually from? So what exactly did Mug of Spirits do?
Let's see here. Let me pull it up. Boo, 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 boo. Actually, this may not work since it might have to be filled with something beforehand. Oh my gosh. It literally says can choose what liquid to drink, so that doesn't help me.
I think that's literally just a mug for like, do you want to drink some booze?
Yeah, let's see. Strong spirit. Oh wait. Can cause this magic mug to fill with strong spirits,
So
or can convert any
liquor.
liquid within it to strong alcoholic beverage. Okay, so I don't have to have a liquid in there beforehand.
No. So you're taking the mug. What are you doing with the mug?
I'm flinging the strong spirit like out in front of me.
Are you gonna try
Like
and
in-
catch it on fire?
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, as much as I like how creative you're being, I don't think I'm going to allow you to take a mug of liquor and turn it into like a puddle burn effect. I'm sorry. I think that's pushing it a little too
It's
far.
fine. If I fill it with moonshine, though, I'm just kidding.
I think that was supposed to be like a common item for, for flavorful, being able to drink whatever you want out of it, not necessarily a mechanic thing for that. Anyways, so I apologize.
No, it's fine. I'll just hold my action, and I'll hold a burning hands until.
Which is this 15-foot thing here. I'll
Yep.
just keep it
Yep,
up.
yep, yep.
So you have to tell me the trigger, right? So what do you think that is the trigger that you want to have happen?
I think I would trigger it as when at least 2 enemies come around the corner.
And enter the cone.
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna wait to trigger if 2 enemies enter the cone for the AoE.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else?
I think that is it. I'll also. Oh no, that's a weapon attack. Okay, never mind. That's it.
All right. Graph is up.
Alrighty.
Just real quick, I was gonna say something for readied actions. I'm pretty sure in 2024 they're a little more liberal with readied actions. In 2014, you'd have to ready either an action, a bonus action, or a movement. And if I remember correctly, that like you chose that thing and ended your turn without doing anything else. I could have even
Right.
gotten that old rule wrong, to be honest with you. But in the 2024, it seems like you can move and then ready an action, or move action, ready a bonus action, I think. So feel free to like break that up and
Okay.
choose a trigger for one of those free things you might have.
Do you still use a spell
Uh,
slot? If
Yeah,
it
the
doesn't
old rules
nothing.
still apply. And like technically right now, I'm pretty sure Cora is technically concentrating on holding her spell. So if you get hit before you let the spell loose, you'll actually have to do concentration checks on it to maintain it before the trigger. Just FYI.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and if, whether you use it or not, you end up expending the spell slot. I'm pretty sure it's still the same. I need to dust up
Okay.
on it, but that's how I'm going to rule it for this session at least.
You know, I'm actually wondering if it might be better to move to this. Are you considering this door blocking?
Yep, since
Vision.
we got a good old 3D model. But if you wanted, you could just free action close it. Your call. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
using it for cover or if that's
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the cover might be nice. Thinking, is it possible for me to move behind the door and then still be able to see like around the corner, or even like make a stealth check?
Are you still going to try and
Yeah, trigger the burning hands.
yeah.
I just kind of want to jump them by surprise.
I don't know if surprise is going to gain you anything. Like you'd have to have the action economy to do the stealth check, just like a rogue or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking like I just don't want one of them to come around the corner and see me like holding my hands up, and then they stop, and then the person behind them stops. You know. I
Yeah,
want them to move into the space.
That's fair. How about this? Right now, don't worry too hard about that. I wasn't thinking about them even noticing that you had that readied. But you're not wrong. Hypothetically, they would be able to see you. Maybe like I think I could see a DM ruling that way, but I'm not going to rule it that way. I'm going to say that you're on the brink of doing your verbal somatic because there's nothing for me to turn around and dispel, if that makes sense, or to counter
Right,
yet.
okay.
Not until it happens. So therefore, in my opinion, mechanically, he doesn't see you preparing that. But you're still concentrating on that moment just before you do it. As a weird little wrinkle, but that's a really good thought.
Okay, sweet. Bonus action, I'll just take my other healing potion.
Yeah, and then you can then ready the healing things. Graph, thank you for your patience.
Hanging in by threads.
Well,
Alright.
let's see. Linear movement. 25-ish. That's 20 if I want to get behind Cora. Let's see, Graf has 30 feet of movement. Would he be able to get to like there just fine, pretty much?
You know what? I think you hopping over the tables and stuff would be fun, just action movie, nothing too complicated, so I won't punish you for moving over that like extra movement or anything. It's just a table.
Cool. Graf uses his ring of jumping to leap all the way up. No. And he uses his action to cast Cure Wounds upon Cora.
Nice.
Yay!
Oh,
Yeah, remember,
oh,
2.
Keep your meat shield alive.
11 plus 2 is 13 HP that you get back.
Nice,
Oh my
nice,
gosh.
nice.
Alright. In bonus action, I don't think I really have anything I can do left. Everything else that's a bonus action I have is spell slot sort of deal too, yeah. Nothing I can do. So it is Spellcaster's turn.
Alrighty. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, 5. Well, let's do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Come there. Okay. They're going to do attack rolls. Okay. So they do come here, and they're going to do a ranged attack. I'll do a D2 here. It looks like Zaba and Cora. Corey will be 1. Okay, so they do go for Cora. This will be an attack roll against you. Magical energy comes flying your way. That's a 15 to hit. So I believe that's a miss. And a 12 to hit. That is another miss. Yeah. Okay. Their turn's done. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm really sorry. Yeah,
it's totally
I'm
fine.
totally
I
fine.
did
I
make the
just
rolls.
I'm just putting myself in their shoes and what's going to happen here. And
Good.
he pulls out a crossbow and he's going to take the shots with that. 14 to hit, and then a 7 to hit. So those are 2 misses. All right. 5.
No, everybody gather close.
10, 15. What is Sky King? 15, 20, 25. He runs up. I'm just going to push that out of the way. He's going to take a swing at you. Not 20, but he only does like D4 damage. I mean, your call. It still could be a lot, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'll save it.
Woohoo. Damn, max
Of course,
damage.
it's fucking max damage. Oh, I hate you.
That's 9 damage. It's technically 8 and then plus 1 necrotic. 8 slashing plus 1 necrotic damage. Sorry. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he dashes because he has no range. So 2 of these people have come up. Don't worry about the cone too much. So go ahead and release. Oh, I guess technically you need to do a concentration check before.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
do that.
yeah.
You need a 10 con save.
Oof, 27.
Excellent. All right, so this guy comes up, so you can do your burning hands now with your 2 people in range.
All right, they got to make a deck save.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage for it. These guys are pretty squishy before I go through all that.
Jeez Louise!
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
All right. One on the left fails with a total of 6, and then a total of 7. So they both take 6 damage.
Oh yeah, that's my hold action. Well, I guess
And-
okay. Here's a question for you. I know that like burning actions was my held action, but I can make a melee attack in the same action. Do you want me to wait until my turn to take that, or take it now?
Oh, okay. So you're kind of getting into the whole like, can you ready more than like, let's say if it was just a normal extra attack, and it's like, oh, the fighter has 2 attacks and they ready an attack action. Can you do 2? And
It's technically under the same attack.
right, I'm
So
just breaking
yeah.
it down like something we're familiar with
Mhm.
because this is weird. You can do. I'm assuming yours is like you can do with a. So here's the question: does it say you can do a cantrip and then a weapon attack, or does it say you can do a weapon attack and then a cantrip? Does it have an order of operations?
No, it doesn't specify. So it's one action. You can use an action to both make a melee weapon attack and cast an ill rigor spell that you know that has a casting time of 1 action.
Okay, so
So I
in
cast
that
spell first.
100% you can do your melee attack with that. Yep.
Okay, I was curious because I was gonna do it anyway. I just didn't know if you wanted me to wait till my turn.
Yeah, you just have that weird
Um,
scenario where you have to like actually specify both triggers. It's a weird scenario
Yeah.
where you ready 1 action has 2 effects on it. So
Yeah.
That's interesting.
All right.
But just tell me which one you want to go for, left or right one.
This guy in the front here.
Okay. Boop, boop.
Okay, it's a 17 to hit.
Yep. 17 hits.
All right, that's
And he's
10
dead.
slashing. Oh,
He only had 3 health left. Okay.
they have 13 health. Oh wait, no. They have,
He only had. He had 9 health. I think I did my math
Oh,
right.
yeah.
10,
there you
15, 20. Okay. What can he do? Ooh. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt here, and I am going to focus you, Core, because I think you've been taking so many blows, and the bard's not the stupidest person in the world, so he's going to turn around and see you there. So I need you to make a charisma saving throw as he uses a bonus action ability against you.
go. Ooh, I get advantage on this.
It's not magic, but if you have something charisma
Oh.
based, this is not a magic. This is an ability.
Ooh, let's see. Oh, the Yuan-Ti's against. Let's see. It just says advantage against spells.
Yeah, this is not a spell. This is an ability.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna actually use my.
You just succeed on a
inspiration for this.
12.
Oh,
And you will
sweet, okay.
not have disadvantage on all your ability checks, attacks, rolls, and saving throws until the start of his next turn.
Oh, perfect. Why, thank you, gracious bard.
I think he's got like just a couple feet of movement here. So he can't really choose on that. So who will pull out a short bow and shoot at you, Cora? Oh, that's interesting. It's almost kind of very similar to what you can do. But 22 to hit with his bow.
I'm gonna use a seal to take a 1d10 and reduce that damage. So I'll take it. Roll
Okay.
this.
So it would have been 4 damage.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. And I love the new 2024 stat blocks. He then will cast a spell on... he'll do it on himself, and he goes invisible. So let's see if I have a good marker for invisibility. I don't remember if I've ever gotten one. Let's do this. So it's kind of, you guys know how I do invisibility. It's like I kind of consider predator unless they take a hide action or something that, and actually use their action economy to try to escape from you. You generally know where they are in that square. It's just all the other raw mechanics like sight requirements, disadvantage, et cetera, against attack rolls. So you do know they're kind of there, but they're invisible. Okay. Zaba, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to blast the one that's directly in front of me.
10-4.
With a 9.
Ooh, 9's a miss.
Okay, try again.
Oh my god, I totally forgot we have 2 attacks at level 5. God damn it!
I think that's why you're doing your thing, though. You do your
No, that's only
cantrip.
1 attack. I
No,
think.
but you can
Yeah.
use a cantrip with it. I thought you were doing that, or like a spell.
Cantrip
With it.
counts as 1 attack action. I have 2 attacks. Yeah.
Well, like you just did the burning hands plus a weapon attack even on your ready thing. So
Let me read this again.
there's no way you're getting, in my opinion, I don't think there's any world where you're
I
getting.
can choose. Okay.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. It's
Sorry.
like you have extra attack, but you can choose to give up one of those. Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
What was your roll, Zaba?
14.
14 hits. I'm assuming you did more
4
than 3
damage.
damage. Oh, barely. All right, you kill him.
I'm not sure there's that much else that I can do. Let's see. I'm gonna hold off on Hex for a minute. So I see what we're dealing with. So that's my turn.
Oops. Hillshire's up.
Would I be able to hide from this guy?
Looks like it. Just make sure you're doing corner to corner. It's the real important thing there. It didn't look like you're doing exactly corner to corner. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like you just quote unquote can see your square. Wait, no.
I can move back
Yeah. Easy peasy.
and I'll hide. $20.
You feel the very stealthy.
And I'll take 5 feet forward. And corner to corner, you said I could see him.
Yeah, but he with this scenario, if you're going for this dude, he's got 3/4 cover because how much it's blocking it for sure, which is a +5 to his AC.
Sharpshooter privileges.
Oh, good reminder. Thank you. Yep.
Corners.
Yep. You ignore all cover
All right.
except for 12.
See if I got the third one in the barrel. No, apparently not.
Ooh. I unfortunately 11 is a miss.
Okay, well, that's it.
All right.
Well, I guess I can move.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
No, it's good. It's okay. That'll be it.
All right. Shmora.
All right, let's see here. I think I'm going to move. Let's see, how much is it from this angle? Oops, sorry. And then, I'm sorry, was it control?
Or just click when you get your measurement of 15 feet, if it's a
Okay.
15 feet one, and then just click and then
There we go.
get it to 60. It seems to be the. Yeah.
Okay.
From that corner, that would get all 3 of those.
Okay. Oops. Okay. I forgot which corner I went to. I think it was this one. All right, so she's gonna do this, and she is going to use her one-time use of spray of cards from that card deck that you gave me a long time ago. So spray cards is a spell, does force damage, 3d10. They have to make a 15 deck save.
Okay, 15 deck save. Oh, yeah, this is a weird thing. I need to remember. So this person in the back technically has a +2 that are deck save because of cover.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better about that. Okay. But bam, you're doing this. They're doing deck saves. Let's start with invisible. Okay. Roll's really good. That's a 19. Do we have a damage roll? And is it half if they succeed?
Not yet. Yes, takes half damage.
That's, all right. So what's that damage?
20.
20. Nice. All right. So that's that. -10. And then I need a triple check if invisibility is concentration. It is. So here comes a con save from him. That's a 12 total. So he's still invisible. All right. We're doing Juicy Boy here in the front. Deck save. That's a natural little 1. So he takes the full 20. Excuse me. I just burped. Okay. Now person in the back. Deck save is a failure. So they take the -20. And
They
they
also have
are-
a blinded condition until the end of their next turn.
Ooh, good to know. All right. Anything else?
It was an action. I think I'm going to. Let's measure how many feet that was. Yeah, that was only like 10 feet or so. Okay, so I'm just gonna move back.
Good enough. Since they're all blinded, technically you should have advantage on all your attack rolls.
Only
Yeah.
blinded if they failed, I believe.
Oh,
Let me double
one
check.
of them succeeded?
Yes.
Which
so
was
free
the
foot
invisible
cone,
bar.
especially each creature in that area must on a failed save. The creature takes 3d10 force damage and has the blinded condition until the end of its next turn. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage only.
Yes, so the two visible people, Juicy Boy
Yeah,
and Caster in the
blinded.
back, are blinded, so you do have an advantage on them. And they're still the invisible Caster.
Well. So,
Do your thing, rogue.
I'm looking at which thing I want to do. Okay, I really don't have a spell that's going to help here because none of my spells are really... Would I still have disadvantage on yeah, because he's still invisible and not blinded, yeah? The,
Correct. Yeah, the invisible dude
invisible
is to have
spell.
disadvantage, yep. And of course, any spells that require
But-
sight and stuff, etc., etc.
I can still try to hit him.
Yep.
Alright, it's a long shot, but I'm going with Starry Wisp. So disadvantage is 2d20s plus 5. Damn it, nat 1.
Now one. Unfortunately.
And that was my first roll as well, so that wouldn't have worked either way. Alright. Bonus action, I will throw Hunter's Mark on... So the spellcaster in the back is the one that's not visible, yeah?
This one's the one that's not visible.
That's the one. Okay. The bard looking one.
Yep.
Hunter's Mark, throw it on Wazard and slip right back by Cora for safety.
Okay. All right. The one in the back's turn. They're going to cast Spirit Guardians. Fifth information. Their first form appears in like before, so reveal they appear fiendish. Because ability can investigate respectively, and the creature receives half the dimension. And one of the dimensions clear space. And whenever a creature enters the dimension, it just turn there. The creature must make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. We're going to turn it on and then go hustling up to you guys. 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's look at this. 15-foot emanation. So they would probably try to angle in here for maximum effects. Then another 15-foot emanation. Cool. How do I lock this? Bam. Can you... Just curious if you can like move that AoE when it's done and stuff. Okay, Hunter's Mark goes with them. Alright, so I need all of you. Oh, wait. It's not covering half of Hillshire. Let me do a remeasurement. Let's just move her for a second to make sure it's nice smack dab in the middle-ish. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Oof. Sorry, I'm thinking about how the AoEs work in this because me and Lauren saw last night. We were messing. Charlie was messing with Fireball, and the way the grids work in that, it's a lot different. Like for instance, if you did 15, if I took one of the tokens and rolled 20, and did a 15-foot emanation, it's not technically coming from the center. It's technically coming from the edge like this. I'm like, that doesn't seem far enough. So it emanates from here out like that. So that's a weird thing I'm going to have to keep in mind for AoEs in this. Doesn't really necessarily... I'm just thinking for a second how I want to rule it going forward for simplicity. I can't think of a way around it, but you should be able to get somebody within 3 squares of you. So like, I don't know how the math works. Do you just like turn it into 20 to get that extra? I think it would be 15, 16, like 17, add like 2 feet of the square essentially. So like 17. Yeah, that looks. So sorry, I'm talking out loud. AoEs, like this is a 15-foot emanation. I think it would need to be 17 to properly manifest on the board from the center. Let me know if anybody has any questions about that. I think that's how that should look, emanating from the person or from that square. Okay. Technically 2.5 feet, but you know, that gets the job done. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws for me.
All right.
Oh boy. Might have to use my inspiration on this one. Not that much better.
Oh, you just missed with a 12.
Great.
I guess, are we doing D&D Beyond for saves or Tailspire?
19.
If it's a D20 roll, I think I'm going to make it that it has to be a Tailspire roll.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Excellent. The save was 13. Do 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 15 necrotic damage if you failed, and then 7 if you succeeded. All right, everyone get that?
Mm-hmm.
What'd your roll end up being, Kevin?
It was at 17, I think.
Did it? Is
there
that what?
There's history, right?
Is that what populated in Tailspire? I thought 17 was the D&D Beyond roll.
No, rolled with save in Tailspire. 14 plus 3, 17.
Okay, perfect. And Justin, you made your save. 8. Cool.
And you'd said I have to do uncanny dodge before the roll, the damage roll.
Uncanny dodge has to be an attack roll too. I don't think that applies to saves because you already have evasion for the dex save stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that has to be. And generally speaking, yeah, but I'm pretty loose about it because I'm going so fast that it's totally fair for people to think about it. But I don't think it would apply in this scenario.
Yeah, it says when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack.
Yeah, and that's very specific language. That's literally referring to somebody hitting you with attack, not forcing a save. Okay. You guys do have, there is difficult terrain inside of that. 5, 10. He is blind, but he moves forward. All right. And we'll try and attack at core at disadvantage. First roll is 18. Second roll is 14. I believe it's a miss. Second roll is, first roll is 21 on the second one, and then 13 on the disadvantage. So that's a miss and a miss.
Jeez.
All right. Mr. Bardman in the back is invisible. He saw that you were pretty good with your save, so he'll target Zaba with a charisma saving throw for me.
Charisma. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Could be pretty good at charisma.
Oof, 10.
Ooh, 10 is not enough. You now have disadvantage on pretty much any D20 roll until the beginning of his next turn. So that was a bonus
That's weird. I'm
action.
seeing a 16 in Discord.
Are you making a joke or?
Huh? No.
So
in
that's
the chat.
Kevin asked about that earlier, right? So ignore everything in Discord, because it's not, because D&D Beyond's gonna roll. Like I have a 3D thing with my character sheet on D&D Beyond, but it's not going to Tailspire and telling its physics engine, hey, roll this number in there. So I'm taking D20 rolls in Tailspire. I'll allow people to do damage rolls outside of it, but they just need to kind of keep it consistent. And I'd be like, oh, no. Notice they rolled a 4 total and they re-roll in Tailspire to get a higher number. That's just kind of it. Yeah, so all D20 rolls I do ask go through Tailspire, but ignore all D20 rolls in Discord. Okay. So they're gonna do they have a couple things here. So 15 feet emanation. Interesting. Or where the bottom is. So if they go here. Oh, this acts like, okay, I think I know how this one operates. Is that his best use? I think it is. Because it also will keep his invisibility. So he's going to go 5, 10, 15. You know what? For good measure here, I think he'll go like this at an angle. Will this do squares? No. What happens if you do this and then try and... Can you like turn it and stuff? Either way. I'm not gonna, he's doing a square effect towards Zaba and Korra, but essentially he's just angling it off to the side just to catch the two of you. So I need... This is an ability, not a spell. You need... The two of you need to make Constitution saving throws.
Who'd you say?
Zaba and Korra.
A Constitution. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ignore those Discord rolls, Korra.
It's a 9.
Well, I'm rolling from Discord. Is that okay? Or do you want me to roll through Tailspire?
Have you been consistently rolling through Discord?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then you're totally
Just 'cause
fine.
Okay, just because my extension isn't set up.
Yeah, as long as it's consistent, that's the most important thing. It would be nice to do D20 rolls in Tailspire, in my opinion, to keep that consistent. But if you've been doing that so far, it's fine.
Yeah, I just didn't do it because I couldn't get D&D Beyond
Yeah.
through Tailspire. It wasn't very fine for me.
Okay, so 28 and a 13. 13 is enough to succeed, so you both will take half this damage. 13 thunder damage, halved to 6 thunder damage, and neither of you are pushed back 10 feet, so you just take that damage. But he is still invisible, and so that was 5, 10.
6 thunder. And
Yeah.
How much for?
6. You take 6
Just
thunder
6 thunder?
damage. Yeah, just 6 thunder.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Backs up. All right. Question, Korra. The ability that blinded, are they unblinded at the beginning of their turn or at the end of their turn? End of your turn, beginning of your turn? I don't remember.
It was the end of their turn. Blinded condition until the end of its next turn.
Okay. So both of these are no longer blinded. And that brings us to Zaba's turn.
Okay, I'm going to take a step back. And then I'm going to attack the veteran 3 in front of Korra. With disadvantage on my blast.
Disadvantage. You're going for this guy?
Veteran 3, yes.
Yeah, not disadvantage, but they do +2 to their AC because of Korra's cover.
Well, I failed that. Don't I have disadvantage?
Oh, that one ability you do have a debuff on. Correct. Thank you.
Yeah.
You do. There's still that +2 from Korra. I don't know if that matters to you because you could have technically taken a step up, did a clean shot, and then stepped back out if that was important to you.
Oh, I guess I still can, right?
Because what were you here? I think, right?
No, I was here. I was still
Yeah, so like 5 feet here. If something's on the same line, I think that's a very clean shot. So there's no cover. Yeah, you could just in that 5 feet. So at least still disadvantage, but at least it's not a +2 to their AC. So go ahead and give it a shot.
okay.
All right. Fortunately,
Okay,
9's a
so
miss on the first
So
one.
yeah, on disadvantage rolls, then we're going just Discord because it didn't populate anything. In
Oh,
Tailspire.
Okay, so do you have an extension operating?
The extension is working with the web browser for D&D Beyond, but not the little side thing. So it's
Has any of your things populated in Tailspire, or have all your d20s been off to the side?
No, they all populate. So like when I left click the, my Eldritch Blast in D&D Beyond, I
But this
just
one
switch back to
didn't for some
Tailspire and it
reason.
pops up. Well, I clicked with disadvantage, and I think the modifier made it not pop up. I don't know. It can't send, roll with disadvantage to Tailspire successfully. I don't know.
I think it can. Well, it does advantage, but maybe disadvantage doesn't work. But let's keep it consistent. If you can roll in Tailspire, just take 2 d20s and roll them real quick.
Okay.
That's weird. Yeah, maybe disadvantage doesn't
Well,
populate. That's weird.
doing all the modifiers on the fly is what I want to try to avoid in my head.
Yeah, we can help you though.
Okay.
It's just about keeping it consistent. My brain unfortunately can't be like, oh, some of the stuff's coming through Tailspire. Some is just like Cora just doing D&D Beyond. That's one thing, it's like that's clean. But yours not doing it is gonna give me a headache in the long run. If that makes sense.
Well, then I would
Yeah.
like to switch to just D&D Beyond.
Okay.
And Discord.
That's totally your prerogative.
No one Tailspire.
Yeah, just make sure you disable the extension then.
I will try to turn that off.
Okay. So 9's a miss off the first attack.
Okay. $16.
16 will just miss. They're AC 17 normally.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna step back out.
Oh
Yeah.
no. 10-4.
And my turn.
Heal Shire.
This area is just difficult terrain. Is it anything else?
Currently no, but if you end your turn in it, you will take damage.
Oh, okay.
She's the one with the spell
So back
up, right?
over
The
here.
spellcaster.
Yep, she is concentrating on
Okay.
him.
No, I won't have enough. All right, I'll just straight shoot at her.
Oof.
Oh, it's karma.
Yeah.
Get inspiration.
Yeah, make sure you get your heroic. Heroic.
And I guess I will cower in here.
All right.
That'll be it.
Core's up.
Okay, so she's the one concentrating on the spell. Kind of want to focus on her. And I'm going to make a weapon attack against her. Actually, you know what? I think, let's see. You can use a melee attack. Yes, okay, so I can do that. All right. Jeez Louise. 16 to hit her.
16 will hit. I can't get her. There it is. Gonna right click on her, so just moving her for a second. 16 hits.
It's 11 slashing.
And you kill her.
Woo!
This goes
And
away.
then same action. I'm going to shocking grasp the veteran in front of me.
Okay. Which, if someone has metal right with shocking grasp, is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely have. It doesn't say they have plate armor on,
Okay.
but they have an AC of 17. So go ahead and roll with advantage.
Well, I rolled a 15, but I might use my heroic inspiration.
Well, you have. I'm telling you, have advantage. Right off
Oh,
the rip.
advantage. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought I just rendered them immobile or something. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm using my inspiration. This is not going to according to plan.
Just need a 50-50 here. Okay,
21.
there you go. 21 will hit.
Okay, so that's 9. Lightning damage, and then they can't take opportunity attacks, which means that I'm gonna back up. 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's do 25. Are you okay with the space here?
If you can occupy it, I'm totally fine with that.
Okay.
Definitely.
I think I'm gonna duck down for this turn.
Pulling a graph.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of damage, so
You can right click and then effects and then
prone,
knock
prone.
down or something like that. Graph, did you do a concentration check for your hunter's mook?
I had forgotten. Concentrate. I don't think I have advantage on that. So it's just that. Goodbye, Hunter's Mark.
Get wrecked. Are you gonna recast it? Okay, well, it's your turn.
I don't want to use another spell slot, but I might have to. This is dangerous.
yeah.
Well, I'm actually going to use a second level spell slot. It's called Cordon of Arrows.
You
So, Graf just panics, grabs 4 arrows out of his quiver, and just stabs them into the ground, says some magic fancy schmancy words, and, he'll be here. He'll just run back to here. It's a 30-foot radius. And if an enemy ends their turn within that 30-foot radius of the ammo, or enters that area for the first time, on a turn, the arrow just immediately flies over and tries to hit them, and they need a dex save.
excellent. Yeah, again, see how I measured 32.5 from the center. So pretty much, if you guys do AOE's, add an extra 2.5 feet to the center. If you're measuring from the center, it's a little more accurate.
And I will set the party, our party, as not triggering that. Would be a good idea.
Okay, 10-4. So it's until the spell ends. Can't first the new or ends their turn there. Interesting. Okay. Anything else?
Not for my turn. I just want to make sure. How much damage was it for the thing that triggered my Constitution save for concentration?
I honestly don't remember. I remember it wasn't like a ton, so it was from the wisdom saving throw. Boom, 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 boom. Was it the 15 necrotic damage? And if someone succeeded, it was half?
Okay, so it's half rounded. I think down or up?
Down.
Down. Okay, so 7. All right, just wanted to make sure because I'm like, wait a sec. I forgot to actually take the damage off my health. So yeah,
10-4.
I just corrected that. I am down to 20 HP out of 44. Or I am hurt a clock.
Cora's 1, Graph is 2, Zaba's 3. Goes to Graph. If he can reach it, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Stands over you, Graph, and it's going to take some swings at you.
I throw the alcohol on him and set him on fire.
First roll is only an 8 to hit, and the second roll is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, that'll be 11 slashing damage.
Ouchie.
And then they end their turn there. And then
Well,
so they will make
I
a
require
dex
dexterity
saving
saving
throw. Really good roll, a total of 19 on their dex save.
Damn it. Can I roll damage anyway, just to feel good?
Yeah.
Even though they won't take it. Yay. How much damage would it do? It would have done 7. Damn.
Okay. Mr. Spellcaster back here. Don't like the look of all that. So they back up. Well, maybe they'll do something before they back up. Let's see. Can't use his little bonus action thing anymore. Oh yeah, that one ability he did was a recharge. So roll a d6 on a 4, 5, or 6. He gets that little square one back. Okay, so he does have that. So he was here. 5, 10, but then that guy would be there. I don't think he's reckless enough to attack his own allies like that. So he'll get a little freaky with it. And let's see if this has changed at all in 2024. See. The current force. Oh, interesting. And he'll just take some short bow attacks at Zaba. And officially, this will break. His first one will be at advantage, but that will break his invisibility finally. He's doing a proper attack roll. Advantage. First one was a 6. 14, Zaba? It's a 14?
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, snap. All right. You will take 7 piercing damage. And then But you know what? Let's have some fun. I won't think too hard about it. So the people with the lowest HP. That'll be interesting. So the range is 90 feet. So he's doing a 20-footer here. 20-foot cube, I believe. So he'll attack. And then visually, he should be able to get right here in the middle of all of y'all. Oh, wait. Shoot. Squares won't emanate from the middle? That's actually kind of annoying. I'm going to do a circle to make this a little bit faster and quicker. Right? Oh, it just says 20 feet, so it has a circle. I don't know why. It's just because of his ability earlier. So we'll try from here. And we'll put a 22.5 on that. Yeah, so easy peasy. This one will be a real quick one. Okay, I'm casting sleep for the first time in freaking years. So...
You're not.
Can you not?
So I'm going to roll the HP total, which would be 5d8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 27. So, what is... I know, Corey, you said you're looking pretty weak. What is your total HP right now?
Total HP 6.
Okay. Graph, what's your total HP?
Put that 6 upside down, and you get the 9 that is my HP.
Okay. Zaba, what is your HP?
Right now, I am at 26.
26. All right, so starting with the lowest HP, that is Cora at 6. She goes to sleep, leaving 21 left over. So I know, Kevin, you've probably never seen this before, and it's been forever since I've done sleep. So sleep is this AoE, and I had 5d8, which I rolled, and so I got a total of 27 HP. I then start with the lowest person in that AoE, and I subtract 6, but that person goes to sleep. And then we get to when I have 21 left over, and I just keep going through the lowest until we run out of that HP. So 21 after Cora, then that means Graf is next with 9, leaving 12, which does not hit Zaba. Let me just triple check my dude. I'm pretty sure he is still good. Yeah, he's way over it. So Graf and Cora both go to sleep.
Shit.
Well,
Zaba, your turn.
This is like a magical sleep that can't be solved by like taking an action to wake or something?
You can take an action to awake them.
who casted the spell? The bard?
Mm-hmm. Let me triple check the range on that. He had like 90 feet, and I'm pretty sure he was good. Yeah.
Now with my Eldritch Blast, is it I actually get 2 actions, or I just have 2 blasts though, right? I
That's
don't
just,
have 2
yeah, you
actions.
take an action to use it, which then is 2 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could technically try and shoot both of them, because damage will also wake them up. But damage is damage.
I don't
I think that's a great plan. I think you should definitely shoot Cora at 6 HP on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blast the
Yeah.
2 lowest HP
Yeah.
members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus they're prone, so you'll have disadvantage on the attack rolls. I think that's the plan. No, but you can use a normal, just full action to wake them up if that's what you choose to do. And I don't think sleep is concentration. It is not.
Okay, let's see. Alright. I'm going to go wake up Cora.
Is your cordon of arrows concentration graph? Because you're incapacitated. Okay.
I did forget about that. If their turn ended, then yeah, I need dex save.
No, he moved out of your AoE.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
But Zaba's. I just want to make sure it was still up at all.
it is still up.
Was I in an AoE?
No, it was only Graph was only targeting baddies.
Okay. I'll wake Cora with my action.
Excellent. Let me just triple check that. I'm pretty sure. All right. Must be equal 2 or less than 2 or. No one was immune to being charmed, right? You're not immune to being charmed, were you, Riley? It's Graph. I think. No, you're not an elf, but you're a gnome. So you should triple check, make sure you don't have any charm things. It's technically a charmed.
I have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saves, but it does not say anything about being impossible to charm.
Sorry. Where's the freaking? Okay. Tell us whether the teacher in charge until they take damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap. I like it put in the description. Someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. So you go over and you jostle Cora awake. Okay. That was your action and some movement. You have a bonus action. Anything with your bonus there, Zaba?
Yeah, actually, I was. How is the veteran 3 looking?
He is not bloodied yet. He's
Okay.
taken damage, but he's not bloodied.
I'm going to cast Hex on him.
Okay. Got some generic stuff. Oh, yeah, this is broken. might have to restart this later. One of my things is broken. Okay, just help remind me. I can't drop any custom tokens at the moment. All right,
Okay,
anything else?
And I'm gonna target his constitution with the
Okay.
hex.
I don't remember how much you remember about Hex, but if it's still how I remember, some early spellcasters go, oh, disadvantage on con? I'm then going to target him with this spell that requires a con save. Just keep in mind, Hex is disadvantage on con checks and not, or it's on ability checks, not saves. So I don't know if that matters to you at all.
I kind of just picked it randomly because I wasn't sure what he seems kind of beefy, so I just figured I usually just hex their strongest. I don't know much about choosing which ability to hex. I don't know enough to really do that accurately. So I guess what their strongest would be and hex that.
Yeah, so the two ability checks that are used most often in combat are strength or dex. And that's usually when it comes like grappling or pushing kind of things. So those are the two I recommend. Because otherwise I can't think of any other reason for any of the other checks unless there's like them trying to solve a puzzle. But I would either do strength or dex checks. So you just am I wrong on that, players? Right? I can't think of another reason why he's any other ability checks.
Yeah.
Well then I would do strength. Can I change it to strength?
Yeah, 1%. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. Yellowshire. That's so funny, Justin.
Wake up graph, but I feel like I should probably shoot something.
I'm looking from behind him with my camera angle, looking through the door. I can see you, so I don't know if that mattered at all to your stealth stuff, but
Oh. No, but thank you for reminding me.
well, I'm just saying he can see you, so I don't know if you can actually maneuver.
Quick, close the door, go into stealth, open it, and then.
I almost made the same joke, but if it didn't require 2 free actions to do that, I would definitely have actually made the joke for him to do it. You could. I think so. I think you could move on top of that stuff and break the line of sight. I think it's the only thing I can see. Well, technically, if you push back into that space there, I think that breaks it too. I'm using the camera angle now as an experiment.
Oh, well, you know what? It doesn't really matter, because I was going to target the bard.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel real sneaky.
And can I see him from here?
Looks like it. You ignore all the covers.
And I'll shoot him. You said sleep's not concentration, right?
Correct. Yeah, that's not.
15.
15 just hits.
Perfect. Uh, 10.
Okay.
Ooh.
Plus 9.
He is bloodied now.
Sorry, I'm reading over like these cunning actions. See if any of them are good.
Well, you used your bonus action anyways, right? To hide.
Yeah, I guess the way these work is you use one of your sneak attack die.
Oh, one of those things. Yeah. Those are.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely take a chance to look over those because a lot of my rogues haven't been using them. I've been curious if people remembering them.
I think it's just a thief thing. I'm not
No,
sure.
other rogues have other things where they can. I think it's a baseline for. You might have different ones. I don't know as a thief, but there's definitely baseline abilities for sneak attack
Yeah.
for all rogues now. Like give up this many d6s for this effect.
Yeah, for like a special thing, and you get like extra ones as you level, and it's pretty cool. And then I guess I'll throw a dagger at the veteran,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which will be a part of my action because
Yep.
of Nick.
Yep. I'll be standing on a cup. 23 will hit.
23. Straight D4. Aw. Rolled. It rolled onto a 4 and then rolled over to a 2.
Every little bit.
2, and then I guess I will. No, I'll save it till I crit again. That'll be it.
Cora.
Okay. Half movement, stand up. Cora's gonna move up here to this guy. And she is going to shocking grasp him. This is at with advantage. Since he's metal.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Shocking grasp him. Got it.
Yeah, shocking grasp.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah,
with advantage.
yeah.
That was almost 2 nat ones. I'm not even lying. The 13 just barely made it.
Ooh-wee. 20 is enough.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
He has a
What?
parry ability,
What?
just no one's been into that range. I just wanted to triple check real quick. Okay, 5. Okay.
Oh. Continue.
Yeah. I did 5.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting on you. I
yeah.
was waiting for the parry. Okay.
Oh no! I
Uh,
sorry. I thought he could, but no, it didn't work. Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
no
subtracted the
worries.
5 damage.
Okay, that's gonna be 20, dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah.
11. I'm gonna use my savage attacker to see if I can get a higher roll on that.
On the 5. Ooh, and you do.
13. Okay.
He is bloodied.
Okay, and then I don't think I have any, no bonus actions or anything.
Indeed.
And then I can't take opportunity attacks, so I'm gonna move 5 feet off.
Okay.
Boop, right next to Graph.
All right. I don't think you make any saves, Graph. Let's just make sure. So it ends creature with this creature within 20 feet towards range or choose credit for points. Yeah, unfortunately, you're stuck with that for a bit there, bud. Sorry.
Bonus action, I kick him in the head.
Bonus action, you take back the money or you take money out of his pocket and then you pay him
Yeah,
back
that's
with your
funny.
interest later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I threw the dagger at you.
Technically.
Yeah.
Disadvantage on him being prone, but technically.
Well, I'm also unconscious, which I think means wouldn't he get advantage because I'm not moving?
Oh no, I think you're right. Yeah, technically, since he's prone and incapacitated, it's a straight roll then. Good call out. All right. Core, does it matter at all that this guy could hit you?
No.
Okay, but actually he's gonna go for the easy target. He's gonna go for the sleeping graph.
Which will immediately be a crit if he can hit because he's within 5 feet.
Advantage.
And it's advantage because he's
16 to hit.
that's a crit.
46.
I'm gonna use a seal to reduce this damage.
Sorry. Say that again.
I'm gonna use this, one of my seals to reduce the damage that he's about to take.
Okay. I don't know what I just rolled. Sorry. I'm gonna scroll. 16 plus 3 for 19 slashing damage.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Graf.
If you're not able to reduce it by at least 11, then Graf is out for the down for the count.
Yeah. I reduced it by 3.
You don't
Alright.
use. Could you even have gone to 11? I thought it was a D10.
It's a D10. I got a 1. Oh, sorry, I rolled a 1d8.
Oh no, you needed to roll 11 or more, and you can't with the D10. So Riley was telling you like just keep.
I have a +2.
Oh, so it's a +2 to that D10
Yeah,
roll,
mhm,
but you rolled a
mhm.
D8. So there's a chance.
I rolled a d8 instead. Yeah.
Yeah, see that D10.
Okay. Uh,
9
Oh
plus-
wow!
11.
So-
I have 1 HP.
Yeah. So how much
Yeah.
health did you have, Graf?
I had 9.
You had 9, and I rolled a 19. So yeah, you needed 11. You needed a 9 on that. So you keep him at 1 health,
Wow.
and he attacks
And
him
I'm
with
awake
advantage.
now, aren't I?
Mhm.
I took
Oh,
damage.
technically you are, yeah. So it's not a crit if he hits, but he does do his second attack against you.
Well, I'm just-
24 damage doesn't matter.
Yeah,
there's-
I'm down.
yeah, you just go down.
Okay.
I'll be completely honest with you. I was going to play him pretty viciously and attack Graf while he was down to really put the pressure on. So that actually just saved.
Mhm,
It saved 2 death saves.
mhm,
Actually, how much damage can he do in 1 hit without a crit?
15 is the max there.
Okay, so there's no chance of him.
Yeah, overdoing it.
Instant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think so, at least. And he also
My max HP is like 44, so he would have to
Okay.
get at least 22 now.
But Graf, he ends his turn in the AoE. He does like shift around. Actually, he's gonna stay there. Spoiler alert.
Cool.
He might try
I
and
need
coup
dex save.
All right. That's a fail. Total 5.
All right. Vengeance from the grave. That's a 6 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I think that's only the second one to have gone off at this point.
I believe so. I think he's the one that's triggered it twice. Okay. His turn is
So
done.
there's 2 more left.
All right, Barty boy. Sees it's getting kind of crazy up in there. But he sees those magical. The good news is you're keeping him. You're spaced him out. He doesn't want to go in there and risk any damage.
Yeah.
I don't know though. 'Cause some of you guys kind of grouped up a little bit. He might risk it for the biscuit. Because he could potentially hit 3 of you. Each reach a 15-foot cone. Or not cone, cube. Originating from the bard. So if he had 30 feet of movement. Essentially get to that square. Just doing that for my own ease here as I move him forward. So we did 30. I don't think you guys are pretty far away. I don't know if 15 would be able to get all of you. I think the quickest thing would be like this and go measure out. Yeah, definitely not there. Definitely you. Yeah, so he will not. Yeah, you're spacing him away to do any his big AoE. So you see Zaba's back there. So 80 feet. So he will shoot Zaba. That's a 19 to hit.
It hits.
For a 3 damage.
Ooh.
And then he'll do a second attack at Zaba for an 8 to hit. So that's a miss. Oop, did I do that? I must have been clicking on it. Zaba's up.
Okay, I am
He's
going
still-
to blast venom number 3 right here.
All right.
$13.
13's a miss.
Okay. 14.
14's a miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. There's nothing else. Hillshire's up. Those hex concentration? I don't think it is. Maybe it. Oh, it is concentration. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, Zaba, for your hex. You need a 10 or higher on a con save.
Ooh.
Nice. All right, so that stayed up. If there's nothing else, it's Hillshire's turn.
Do I roll hex damage?
You didn't hit, unfortunately,
Okay.
but at least it's still active.
So Graf is dying, correct? He's not just
Mhm.
still asleep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
correct.
Yes.
asleep.
He's making death saves.
He's at 0 death
You-
saves.
Oh, shit.
I was planning on
I don't
giving him a
know.
potion on my turn, but
Okay. I'm gonna shoot the bard then. I'm gonna steady aim.
get that bard.
$19.
One of those dies from far away. I thought it was a 20 for a second. I think I got another nat 20, but 19 is a hit.
Ooh,
14.
good damage.
Nice.
$13.
And he's dead.
Perfect. Is this AoE still up, or is that from the mage?
This AoE is actually Graph that you see.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it friendly.
Perfect. Damn, that's a huge space.
It
okay.
only gets 4 shots before it goes down, though.
Oh, okay.
What if I
And,
can try and
if
like?
they succeed on the dex
carefully-
save, then they don't take
Ooh.
any damage.
Yeah, make it a graph color.
Ooh, 16. I believe is a miss. Yep, 16 just misses. His AC is 17.
It's at Graf, but it's still a miss.
Oh, itchy eye. All right. Anything else?
That's the end of the turn.
Cora.
Okay. So, oh man, I'm just gonna keep shocking grasping him because since I have advantage, just gonna come on. Just gonna
Come on now.
come on. There we go. Hop up there, do a little shocking grasp at advantage. Oh, not 20.
Nice. So 4d8 damage. And I did it for you. 11.
That's terrible damage. Okay. Alright, and then gonna do a little long sword on him.
You can certainly try.
21.
Yeah, I'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Or your little +1 sword that. Wait, no, you bought that
I
one,
s-
right? I was trying to remember what
yeah,
you
I bought
and.
it. I bought it myself.
How do you want to kill him? He had.
Yay!
You needed like 8 or 9 on that hit, and you got it.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Ooh, how do I want to kill him? So
There is a
her
bad. There is a
also
bad get there.
being-
I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. Do your thing. I just love there's a bad get.
So Cora knows her ways around armor and that kind of stuff. She knows where the weak points are, and she just does like a clean slice through the neck. Blood sprays everywhere. all
Love
over
it.
Graph's dying body. Oh, and then bonus action goes. I should have done that before. I totally forgot.
Out of curiosity, can you guys see me moving the baguette around?
The baguette.
I'm guessing
No.
Yeah,
I-
see
I'm-
it.
you see it moving. It's literally right next to you, Cora.
The baguette.
I see no baguette.
No, I don't see it.
You see it? You see it moving though, Hillshire, Justin? Or do you just see the
I saw it
baguette
over
on the table?
here.
Oh, when I dropped. Okay, so yeah, I'm hovering
Can't
it,
see anymore.
but if I drop it, then you can see
Oh.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see it.
Here.
I was just wondering if you could actively see it while I was moving it, which you'll see when I drop it. I was just curious.
Yeah, I see it on the table.
I just put it back there. Okay. All right. Bonus action potion goes into Mr. Graf there, and we're out of initiative.
That's my last one.
All right, how much do I heal?
Oh yeah. Let's see. Give you a little heal. Oh, 4.
Plus 2?
No.
Oh, no, you
Well,
did do it.
I get a 2.
Wow. Great roll.
Hey, there you go. There you go, buddy.
Hey, 4 HP is better than 0.
That's true. I've been rolling terrible on my health potions. All right. Okay. So that was fun.
Nate,
Let's see.
can I ask for a perception check from someone?
Sure. Everybody wants to roll a perception check for the behalf of Graf. Roll a perception check. You can also ask for the
I just wanna
passives if
see-
that helps at all.
Well, I want to say whoever rolls highest, like I'm not doing anything weird or whatever. Whoever rolls highest just notices that Graf, first thing as soon as Cora looks away, he checks his pockets to make sure everything's where it's supposed to be.
Wow.
So Cora
okay.
notices.
She got a 17.
Oh, this guy's dead.
Yeah, she just kind of rolls her eyes at it. Well, I think it's safe to say that we might need to take a short rest if we can find somewhere secure.
Yeah, I want to start checking pockets
Yeah,
on the dead guys.
yeah, I was going to say that too. See if we can find anything, any clues.
All right, 2 of you roll
I'm actually
investigation
all out
checks
of-
for me.
Hit die for short rests.
Yeah, I'm at 6 health. I need it, and 0 health potions. I'm sorry, what was the roll?
Investigation check from the 2 of you who wanted to look through pockets. There's a lot of pockets, so the 2 of you definitely can get started.
Okay.
I would like to help.
One of you guys, there you go. Cora claims it.
I think both of us have a -1. So
Oh. Meanwhile, my investigation is +1.
Okay.
Okay, you guys find some loose change amongst all of them. Unfortunately, nothing too crazy.
Okay. They don't have any health potions or anything.
Oh my gosh. Caps.
Super obvious. What about the rooms? Maybe not checking the bodies, but what about the rooms?
Between all this chump change of coppers and silver pieces, between the 2 of you, you find 1 gold piece.
God damn.
That was you guys searching the bodies.
Everything.
So do you want to search the rooms? I'm going to keep something simple here for you guys so we're not grinding it down or slowing it down for very mundane stuff. But there's these rooms. The doors were not trapped. None of these doors were locked. So you guys start poking around the rooms. I would say this: everyone, if anybody wants to be searching a room, just claim it with your mini, and that'll give you more information depending on where you're at and what you roll and what you're looking for.
I would
Oh,
be.
Graf sees fire.
All right.
He sees nice warm lunchroom.
You see a large cauldron filled with smoldering charcoal burns in the center of the room. It's a kitchen. I won't give you the whole thing for it. Go ahead and roll a investigation check for me.
All right, I have +1 for investigation.
You find nothing really of interest except for maybe a couple of butcher knives that are pretty big. Yeah, and some just not great condition food. Like, it's not rotten food by that standards, but it's just not great because they were like kind of quote unquote short on resources at the moment. All right.
Raph starts cooking.
All right. Anybody else searching
Raph's
rooms?
taste isn't all that.
Corey, you're in this room. And then Hillshire's in that room. Hillshire, go and give me an investigation check.
If we split off into two and like search the rooms together, would we have advantage?
Technically. Yep, if you want to declare
Okay,
that, you can.
We search for this room.
Okay, go ahead and re-roll. Well, you have advantage.
You know, say 2 eyes are better than one.
Wow!
Maybe not.
Miro.
There are bookshelves in here, and there are some books, but like nothing seems to be of value or anything of note. And like, if anything, with a
You're
nat
making this
1,
worse. Just go check the other room.
with a nat 1, you pick up one that looks really old. You're like, oh, this might be worth. Look at the and it just like crumbles in your hands.
Oh, perfect.
0.
Okay. Cora is rolling by herself into that room. This room is like, let me be fair, the one that Hillshire went to, several large bookcases laying against the walls in this cold room, and a high chair and a scribe's desk. Yeah, and there's the bookcases with books and scrolls on it. And then this room that you go into, Cora, this room contains small statues and figurines, but you definitely see a few of them are of Cyric. Okay, roll investigation check. What'd you roll? 14?
14.
Okay, 14. You find underneath one of the statues, it seems to have been moved around a bit, excuse me. And you're able to like push against it. It wasn't trapped or anything special. But you find that somebody had hid something underneath one of the statues, and you find inside of it a spell scroll, or 2 spell scrolls. A ritual book for Cyric describing pretty brutal ritual ceremonies, and a holy symbol of Cyric. Looks like it's made out of silver. But there are 2 spell scrolls, and then the book of incantations and rituals, and a large silver symbol for Cyric.
Okay. So spell book. I'm sorry. Or
Not a spell book. Let's call it a ritual book. A book of
Okay,
rituals for
ritual book.
Cyric. You would
A
probably
book of
recognize
rituals
some of the
for Cyric.
things that are in it.
Yeah, for sure. And then I have to identify the spells later, right?
Correct. I'll allow an Arcana check because we don't have like a full-fledged like spell caster. I know we have a warlock, and that's
Right.
about as full as it gets. So I'll allow an Arcana check in this party to see if you can catch them.
Ooh, 21.
21. Okay, you identify both of them. One is a spell scroll of hold person, and the other one's a spell scroll of command. Hold person and command.
Okay, person command book of rituals, and the book of rituals is made out of silver.
There's a holy symbol of Cyric made out of silver. Looks pretty
Oh,
valuable.
holy symbol. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna pocket that. Help pay off my debt. Okay. Nothing really of use in there.
Zaba, do you want to be checking any of the other rooms? Ooh, actually, Cora, in that room, in that box, you also find a reference to the Winding Way. And you see references to one day they will show me the way. And you just see it's like a journal entry essentially from Odium. I'm a little bit just upset that some of the higher ups were keeping some secret from him here in this place.
Mm. The winding way. One day they will show me the way. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Zaba, would you like a chance to look through one of the rooms?
Sure. Which one hasn't been checked?
The only ones that have been are this one, and this one. So there's one more on that side of it, but there's a bunch on the other side of the
Okay, I'll
of where
check.
you're at.
This one here.
Okay. Do. Go and give me an investigation check. Six. Unfortunately, you don't find too much in this space. You do find some studded leather armor, but it's just generic studded leather armor. There's nothing really particularly special about
Sell
it. Yeah. It is in good condition compared to a lot of things you'd find on people that you've killed, but studded leather armor. Okay. People can start claiming other rooms if they like. Move your minis into them.
We'll see. This one hasn't been claimed, right?
And none of the ones on the other side have.
Yeah. Anything ritual based, she's gonna investigate.
Oh, yeah, that one would definitely catch your eyes because there's definitely a altar in there.
Okay.
Anybody else? Graf, Hillshire, Zaba.
Don't be scared with your negative ones.
Far side and check this room if no one's checked it out.
Okay.
Raph is busy cooking.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
Cora,
cooking
give
in
me either investigation or perception check.
Okay. Let's do investigation. 16.
16. There is a little altar, and there are candlesticks on there that are that have golds in their little candlestick bases, worth 10 gold each. And there's another little statue of Sarek on there that's been damaged a little bit, but it's made of pure silver. So, 2 candlesticks worth 10 gold, and a statue of Sarek worth 20 gold.
Ten gold, 10 gold.
And you notice a door, hidden door on this wall here.
Oh, snap. Okay, she'll mark that for later.
Hillshire's up. You are in that room. I don't think I need any checks from you. Everything in here would be pretty obvious. You find a lot of weapons. Actually, go and roll an investigation check.
There's a 5.
Okay. But you do find a lot of generic stuff. You find a lot of good spears, short bows, arrows, short swords, daggers, 2 shields. There is also a suit of chainmail, which I don't know if that'll apply to anybody, but that's a pretty decent medium. Right? I think it's a medium one.
Yeah, how much
Oh,
is-
technically that's heavy
Trade
armor.
somebody the chainmail for that studded leather armor.
Yeah, chainmail is an AC of 16
Oh, is it disadvantage?
on stealth. Yeah, it is.
I mean, I don't have a great stealth to begin with.
But it sounds like he wants to trade the chainmail for the studded leather, maybe. So Zaba has the studded leather.
I mean, I would give you my
Sure, we can
breastplate
trade.
in exchange for the chainmail.
Yeah, studded leather is worth 45 gold, and chainmail is worth 75 gold.
Ooh.
How much is a breastplate worth?
I think breastplate's better than chainmail, isn't it?
No, it's only breastplate is 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you the chainmail. I just want the studded leather. Honestly, I should have just bought it before we came here. Isn't the opening of the bar tomorrow?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you guys were like, we're gonna have these. We'll just go check out the island and stuff. I wonder if I have that. I haven't even looked up at my DM screen yet for all like the dates and stuff because I have been keeping track. So I'll look it up and confirm. It wasn't very long away, was it?
Trying to think if I made a note.
from here, from there. Let's see. Let's see. Is the day I have you on? I didn't put down the grand opening, but I have. I was keeping track of how many days you had been doing it. So let me find that one. 10. I have written down 10 out of 12 days. So you have a couple days before. But it's getting very close. It could have been the next day, but I'm fine saying that you have 2 days to kill until then.
Okay. All right.
What
I
I'll
guess
do is I'll put
fine.
on my thing that, yeah, so you guys advertised the grand opening already, right? Didn't you guys make flyers
Yes.
for it and everything?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'll put 1, 2 days. So I'll put it in this way. You guys are on the 9th of the month. And so I'll put the opening on the 11th of the month.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, Cora would move on to the next room. She's looking for like any health potions. Oh, you're already in here.
That's where he just found the chainmail. So you walk in and like he'll try to like,
Ooh, okay. Did you find anything useful?
No, nothing for me. Or
That
why were you supposed to be here? Was your brother supposed to be here? Or was this a place that...
he wasn't exactly supposed to be here. I don't know his location, but this was the location of one of the church's cells. I know that they were hiding here, but I found a door in the other room. That's some pretty nice chainmail you have.
Oh, did she say that? There's
Yeah.
good money at the Abbey? Where exactly is this good money? I'm feeling lied to right now. And I think we've all been pretty hurt
Well, I suggest that
on this
we
adventure.
let us rest, and there's still more to explore. As I said, I found another door in the other room. You gonna keep that chainmail? That's funny.
did you just not say anything, Hillshire, and walk past
No, he just walks away.
with the chain? Okay, got it. 100%.
He is gonna ask Zaba though, if we're gonna rest, then he's gonna ask for that studded leather armor.
Yeah, we can trade.
Well, that's not quite what I was saying, but
Oh, you want it? You can have it.
okay, that's better. Thank you.
Did anybody check this room in the back? With all the empty boxes and stuff.
Let's see. No one did. No.
Oh, okay.
Go and
Graf
roll.
would like to help
Okay. So the two of you are in there.
if he is done cooking.
You 100%. Well, what are you cooking?
Well, what have we got? I imagine it's like some slightly moldy bread, some meats that are.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily
going-
moldy. It wasn't necessarily bad. It was just very basic and stuff that would have been,
Okay.
preserved over time, like salted meats and stuff like that. So if you got creative, you could probably put something together. It won't be like a cuisine, but you can make a hearty meal. You want to give me a check of some
Graf
sort?
just straight up takes like the salted meats, throws them into a hopefully the clean cauldron, empties its water skin into it, and then takes like a loaf of bread, and rips it into chunks, and throws it in.
Oh,
Once it starts boiling, simmering, whatever, he just walks off.
okay.
To
Do you
go
even
help
want to
Cora.
check on that?
It's done when it's done.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. Yeah, so you go help Cora. Either can both roll separately or one can person do with advantage. You guys decide.
What's your
Uh,
investigation?
It has +1.
Same.
I thought you said yours had -1.
No, I have a +1.
Okay. I will help you then.
Okay.
I shall take the help action.
16.
Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Bum, 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 bum. Most importantly, because I think you guys will be excited to find this, 4 potions of healing in
Yes!
this space. A lot of essentially adventuring gear. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna copy and paste this, and you guys can decide if you want to do anything with it. I'm putting it into the rolls chat.
Taking the 10 flasks of oil so I can light something on fire.
It's so
Three
funny. I
lanterns.
almost made a joke about you like finding oil. I didn't even realize that stuff was in there. That's so funny.
Uh-huh.
What kind of lanterns?
Uh,
So I think there's 2. There's hooded and bullseye.
this doesn't really say.
I'm
I'll
gonna
let
guess hooded then, because I think those are the cheaper ones.
I'm fine with them being
Generally
bullseye if you want to
useful.
get a little frisky with it. Because the bullseye ones are like sneaky ones. You tell me which ones you would like, and you can have them. I think it'd be kind of fun
Okay.
if you actually get creative with whatever it is you're thinking in your little Riley brain.
Well, let me search and make sure I actually understand the difference before I. It should just be gear. Alright. So bullseye, bright light in a 60-foot cone and dim for an additional 60. So it's longer range
And directional.
and conical. Whereas hooded is 30-foot radius and dim for an additional 30.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Graf doesn't. I don't think he has either. So Graf actually would like to grab one of each.
It's fine with me.
Because Brain, Thinky, like generally, hooded lantern be good for just general lighting things up. Bullseye lantern would be good as a signal.
I mean, mechanically, if someone doesn't have dark vision, you guys need a light source, 60-foot range, pushing forward as you guys move forward. That's pretty good to stretch out a little bit of distance.
My
from
brain is
the
just
website.
thinking it would be pretty cool in character to take the bullseye lantern and let's say we want to contact one of the guards or whatever.
Yeah,
Like, the
100%.
guards.
You
It's
go
like,
back.
oh yeah, bullseye lantern off of the tower that we've got at the bar.
Ooh. That'd be cool.
All right, Zaba or Hillshire, would either of you like to search that last room, or you just want Cora / Graph to search it.
But I'll let them search it.
Hillshire. You're muted, Justin, if you're talking. You there, Justin? We'll give him about 5.
He's
I'm
dead.
sorry. I was grabbing something from the front door.
There's one more room to search, so I was giving Zaba and Hillshire a chance to search that before Cora gets her greedy little hands in there and Graph's greedy little hands.
I'm probably donning the studded leather armor.
Okay. Cora, Graph, give me some checks or advantage. I don't remember what you guys did.
Do you want to roll it this time, Graph?
Investigation.
Mhm.
All right. You gonna help?
Yep.
All right. Advantage. Woohoo! That
Ooh.
is
Oh.
a 16.
16
Same result as
total.
Cora.
All right. You find some pretty good items in this space. First off, you notice what looked to be maybe mundane boots at first are actually magical boots. And they're boots of striding and springing. I've actually forgot you guys need to identify shit, but you know, whatever. I hate myself. Spoiler: there's boots of striding and springing. I want to see if they did. I'm curious what the 2024 version looks like. She is higher and she doesn't reduce her carrying weight. Okay. Interesting. Because the heavy armor part's actually very interesting. Because I think if you're not proficient in heavy armor and you put it on, your speed is halved.
And then
So
put these on, it would be 30.
yeah, if you put these on, it's a minimum 30. So I don't know if there's a penalty for wearing heavy armor if you're not proficient.
I mean, disadvantage
that
on stealth
stealth?
or
Well,
stealth checks.
well, you know what I'm saying though, right? Like besides normal like
Graph
parameters.
can wear plate armor and not suffer any
Yeah,
penalty to anything other than stealth.
there might be other things involved with heavy armor, but I'm not sure because it's like so rare for someone to put something on they're not proficient. It happened to me one time, and like I think it was one of my clerics and a newbie. He was like, "Why is my speed halved?" I'm like, "And D&D Beyond." I'm like, "I have no idea." It took us forever to realize because he had heavy armor on, he wasn't proficient. So yeah, I'll be interested to see if you like. I would have to triple check like if you're not proficient and you put on heavy armor, because there's also strength requirements. So there's always a chance. It might have been actually for him. It might have been his strength score that wasn't high enough, right? So
Yeah, that's what I think.
there's a chance you still need to be proficient to utilize it, but you can then bypass things like that strength and get that flat 30 score. And interesting.
I think there's also, I forget, I don't know for certain, but I think that if you're wearing armor with which you are not proficient,
Mm-hmm.
it impedes your ability to cast spells.
Yeah, I know there's a spell casting thing, or there used to be in the old one. Let's see if there's anything in armor. What's this say? If you're trying to chase it down off, the hard skills you basically see when you type it. Sure, from front that reduces speed by 10. Okay, so the strength is where the speed comes in. If the table shows a strength score in the strength column for any armor type, the armor reduces the wearer's speed by 10 feet unless the wearer has a strength score equal to or higher. But it doesn't talk about proficiency there. Let me see if there's anything in the. So that's So the speed thing has to do with just strength, not necessarily proficiency. Let's see what glossary might say for proficiency. See if it says anything. Creature might have. See also chapter 1 proficiency. Some things are feeling weapons. While use a few. Some are better determine. Blah 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 blah. Bonuses, skills. equipment proficiencies. Various weapons and tools from class there too. It's so funny. It doesn't actually say in proficiency. It doesn't actually cover armor. I'd be curious. I think D&D Beyond's probably coded right that if somebody who wasn't went through all the rigmarole to see for the boots and all that, and they don't have proficiency, we could test it and see what would happen. But I'll look into that deeper later because that's just very curious wording. Okay, you found that, and then you find hidden some more spell scrolls. Go and give me an Arcana check, Cora. You seem like you have a decent Arcana.
Mm-hmm. 21.
Cool. You ready? There's a spell scroll of Silent Image. A spell scroll of Phantasmal Force. And then also you guys find a leather pouch containing 75 gold and a pair of ruby earrings worth 150.
Okay. Just writing everything down. Phasmal Force.
Phantasmal Force and Silent
Phantasmal
Image.
Force. Okay. Okay. Now we got 75 gold pieces and then 150 for the ruby earrings. Okay. Well, okay, that's a little bit of money. That's not bad. Cora would relay to the group that all the rooms have been checked, right? I think so.
It looks like it, yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Cora relayed to the rest of the group. She found a hidden door in this room, in the altar room back here. But she suggests that we take a break before continuing on, since a lot of us are hurt. Well, half of us are hurt. And then I know I keep finding the spell scrolls and stuff. Does anybody want some of those spell scrolls? Because I have a hold person, I have a command which I can already cast. I have a silent image and then a phantasmal force. Anybody want to lay claim to those?
I think Graf is generally better with the spells he already has, especially because concentration be a bitch, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, my life.
Does Zaba want any spell scrolls out of those four?
I'll take the Phantasmal Force.
Okay. Sweet. I'll cross that one off. So far I have hold person command and then silent image. And then I can add that. She'll also pull out the ruby earrings worth 150 and then the 75 gold pieces. And then we could sell that later and then split it. Or do you guys want to split the 75 gold right now?
75 and it's gonna be difficult to split it.
Yeah, so I think
even at the moment.
Yeah, so I think we should just wait until we sell the gold, or the ruby earrings along with it, and then that way, I mean, roughly we each get like 56 gold. But I'll make a note in here. Sell ruby earrings. Okay. Is there a room in here that looks fairly secure?
Yeah, let's not make a big deal for it. You guys can bunker down in the rooms, do watches, and I'm not gonna roll anything random for it, and get a long rest in.
What's cooking in here?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that plays out.
Yeah, what are you making in here?
Yeah, just a basic stew. Actually, Graf, I'm gonna roll this as Graf having forgotten to even look. Do they have potatoes?
Roll an investigation check. Real high enough is there.
Cool. Specifically now, at this point, with Graf remembering, not me, I totally knew all this time. Graf is just now thinking about it. Any sort of vegetables or potatoes or anything like that. Anything else to throw in the pot, basically. It's 11.
11. I think there's some basic potatoes there. Nothing fancy, but they're not bad.
Alright. Graf takes one of the cleavers and just starts chopping the potatoes to pieces and then throwing them in. It's, they had, a decent pile of salted meats and, some bread and some potato, so in the pot they all go.
Has Cora seen Graf cook before? Can't remember.
No.
Oh.
I don't think this entire time Graf has cooked anything.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You seem like quite the proficient
And food,
cooker.
though.
Cora just goes and she sits down on one of these boxes here. I would have a bowl of your stew if you didn't mind.
Yeah, of course. It's not the food that I'm paying for. Actually, and Graf takes a look at one of his rations. It is the same shite that I got in my ration. Maybe we got the same supplier.
Do want to throw out there, if anybody didn't catch it, Graf literally put bread into boiling water with everything else too. So
I didn't get that. You know
just
what?
keep that in mind as you
We're-
ask for it. I don't think anybody knows, so just throwing it out there.
Yeah. You know, Cora, she can't be poisoned anyway, so.
To be fair, Graf did think to tear it into chunks. He didn't
Okay.
just throw an entire loaf of bread in as is. and
Wait,
be
I'm
like,
sorry.
Bon appetit.
What is in this stew again? You just threw bread and water?
And some of the salted meat. I don't have any salt
Okay.
on hand, so the salt on the
Okay.
meat should help with it.
Yeah, Cora's like, is there any of the salted meat left?
Graf looks over at the cabinet. No, I think I threw it all in.
Of course you did. All right. You know what? I will try a bowl.
Alrighty. Let's just see if it's done right about now. Graf
I'm just imagining just soaking wet bread in a stew.
Well, I'm thinking, like, with the amount of meat and all that stuff that he threw in, and the fact that he only had like his water skin that he poured in, I'm imagining like, here you can have some of the crustier bits of the bread, and it's like, it's basically just browned meat, just gotten wet enough to get the salt off the surface. And some basically
Bland
dry
meat.
bread.
Great. So it's just bland meat now. Okay.
With like soggy bits of bread.
Watery,
just like
yeah, soggy bread.
I really want to
tasteless
boil
stew.
bread now out of like just to see what happens when you boil bread.
Ugh. I think all the yeast would expand, maybe. It would
I
definitely
mean-
start dissolving.
In loaves of bread that you get at the store or whatever, the yeast is already all dead because you baked it.
Yeah, I think it would just be soppy, like.
Would you say
disgustingness.
it would be sloppy?
Yeah, you know what? Where did you get this recipe from?
Well, a few years ago, I got one of the cookbooks. It's for on Sloppies, and
Mhm.
I saw that was one of their starter recipes for when you're just learning how to cook.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's been a
Okay.
while. It's nice to return back to back to something I've got a bit of nostalgia for.
Well, I can definitely see where you've gotten your inspiration from. She like has the spoon and is like stirring the oh god, the gross bread stew.
Well, you gotta
Uh,
make sure to mix it thoroughly. Yeah, it turns into a bit of a porridge. It's actually quite nice.
I'm just thinking of how like bland this is. There's no stock or anything for the stew. It's just water. Okay. Yeah, she's
Water,
gonna take
salted meat, bread, and
yeah,
potato.
she's gonna try to fish out like the meat and potatoes and like just only eat that.
Let me check Graf's inventory real quick.
Yep. Why are the potatoes crunchy?
Yeah.
I like to imagine
Oh, yeah.
Hillshire's just like arguing with his gun about whether or not he should shoot Hillshire right now. Or
Yeah.
Graf.
Let me do a little con save. Oh boy, that's not good.
Good shot, thankfully.
She kind of doesn't hold it down. It comes
So-
back up a couple times, but she gets the mostly like the big meat potato parts out of it.
Real quick question. Did the previous owners of this food leave any drinks that other than water?
Yeah, there's definitely wine.
Alright, Graf gets his own bowl and mixes in a healthy portion of the wine.
Oh god. Okay. You know, Cora takes out her mug of spirits and fills it up. Yeah, I think after that, she's gonna try to rest. If she can.
Try being the key word there.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Anything else anybody would like to do before or during your long rest?
Rest.
Okay. Everyone gets 900 XP each.
Ooh-wee.
900.
And I think I'll take a 10-minute break here so I can grab a little bit of snacky snack and then sugar it up for the last hour or so. We'll see what's behind the door. Okay. BRB. Let's do 42 after the hour.
Short or
Oakley
long
dokley.
rest?
Oop. Halfway to level 6. Stretch.
Mhm.
You did mean to say short rest, not long rest, right?
You mean no? You guys can take a long rest.
Oh, we can.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. Well, I don't know.
Does anything happen in the long rest? Okay.
No, you
Well,
guys are good.
Graf, if we're doing a long rest, Graf is going to prep with putting a cordon of arrows outside. It lasts 8 hours, so
Fun. That's really cool.
and just before he goes to sleep, he's going to do 2 casts of Goodberry as well.
I guess it's actually really good to always do that in like your camp at night too, like in the middle, because it'll like do all the radius if something comes into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
All right, sweet. We're taking a long rest, boys.
Is there anything to eat left? Like, I know he ate all the meat, but
He threw
are
all
there
the
any
meat
potatoes
in the
left?
stew.
Or...
Oh, actually,
I pass over the mug of spirits to Hillshire.
I don't
Graf,
suppose they have any, like, olive oil hidden around somewhere.
Graf
I have-
produces the singular potato he saved and planned on having in the morning.
Oh. I mean, I have my own rations, so I'd probably eat on that, but hail to the no.
Yeah, that's a good idea. As Graf reaches into his bag, he pulls out his rations, and you all realize that they're Sloppy's branded rations.
Of course, there.
Yeah, I got the whole collection. I got menu 1, menu 2, menu 3, and menu 5.
Apparently, Graf has the Sloppy's recipe book that he made the stew from.
I thought I made myself clear. I don't ever want to hear that name again. I think I'll just stick to my rations.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
alright.
a good idea.
Graf has left the stew boiling all night, so he grabs a bowl and goes over to that for breakfast.
Ew,
it's so gross.
gross, dude.
The bread has thoroughly
boiling all
dissolved.
night. Yeah, boiling all night. Not on a simmer. You boiled it all night. Okay.
Bread soup.
It's more of a simmer.
Yum.
It's really not more of a simmer.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
What is the matter with you? Just a long stare. I just wish you all could see my hand gestures.
That
Is
would
it
be
super Italian?
priceless.
I'm doing the
Well-
pinched fingers. Like,
Oh yeah. What is the matter with you?
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with me? What's the matter with you? Can't just enjoy food. You gotta have it all special and all perfect every single time.
clean, perfect food. But I'm putting effort into it.
Aye, but one of us gets is surviving off the food here. Scraff takes it's been boiling all night, so when he sticks the wooden spoon in, Hillshire hears a thunk as it hits the bottom, and it hits the rock hard whatever was left at the bottom. Ooh, it's definitely done now. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
There's a difference between surviving and being alive. And not eating that will keep me alive.
No accounting for bad taste.
That-
As Graf waters down
I'm going
his
to bed.
rock soup with some wine.
Is Hillshire gonna keep the breastplate or the chainmail?
Oh yeah, you can have the chainmail.
Oh wait,
I
chainmail is
totally
heavy armor.
forgot about it.
Was it chainmail?
Pretty sure it was chainmail.
Oh. Okay, well never mind. For some reason I totally thought it was medium order. Never mind, you can keep it. So nothing happens during our 8 hours? Nothing bad happens?
Nope.
I guess when they get up, Cora would go investigate that door. She would call out for Hillshire to make sure no traps or anything.
Yep. Someone give me an investigation check.
Graf can assist or lead. I can do either.
Call it out, friendos. Who wants to make the row? Not too many people got good ones in the party.
Mm-hmm.
Dude at advantage.
19. Does not appear to
19.
be trapped
Damn.
and does not appear to be locked.
Okay. Cora opens it. Maybe this is where all the hidden treasure is.
Let me get the description before I reveal. Let's see here. A short tunnel widens into an unfinished and undecorated 30-foot square chamber. Standing next to one another in the center of the room are two enormous skeletal guardians. Their heads feature prominent horns, and each wields a massive rusted axe. A knot of corpse-like figures clusters around a door in the eastern wall. Pain and terror twists each creature's hollow visage. There's shit down there. Alright, so now I press this. Oh my gosh, thank you. And then I hit reveal. And then I do this. And then do this. And I do this. And I redo this. Turns and looks at you.
Oh, it's alive? Oh god. I thought it was like a figure or like a statue. I'm sorry, could you give the description? So, okay, so it's a skeleton. It's just one skeleton holding an axe.
That's what you see.
Okay. Does it look like it's aggressive, like coming after us?
Roll a insight check.
Okay. Actually, could I rephrase? Could she kind of pick her brain for anything that she's heard of, if anything this is like Cyric related to?
Roll a nature check.
Nature 12.
Naturally.
12. Something undead. Definitely looks to be something alive, undead with big, scary axe. So, but nothing necessarily Cyric. I do think there's enough history for you to know that Cyric folks would occasionally incorporate undead into their defenses and such.
Okay.
Some necromancy here and there, not heavily, but
And it doesn't look like it's approaching us or coming after us yet.
does not.
Okay. I think Cora would call out, "Are you friend or foe to Cyric?"
It doesn't respond.
Kind of figured.
I'd like you to roll a perception check.
Okay. 11.
11. You see something smaller and shrouded go past that opening from one side to the other, from right to left, but you did not get a good look at what it was.
Just like a shape, or was it like a humanoid shape?
You saw a blur of shadow go
Blur. Okay.
smaller than the giant undead horned creature thingy.
Well,
This would be one of those things too, guys, too. Make sure you have your minis where you want to be. This is going to be, we're in a dungeon crawl, so if something triggers or something, make sure you're where you want to be.
Yeah, that's why she didn't step inside the hallway.
Cough, Zaba.
She kind of like
Cough, Zaba. I don't know if Kevin's actually here or not. I assumed he
Yeah,
was.
I'm here. I need to move. I was looking for where everyone was. Okay.
Yeah, she turns to the others. What do you think? I think it's a trap.
From what we can see, does the room look like a dead end?
From what you can see, you see it kind of opens up into a room of some sort. Don't know.
And does it descend into total darkness inside?
That's a very good question. I actually do think it is almost pitch black in there.
Bullseye lantern.
I don't
Straight
think
up sets it up on that thing.
you 100% do it, and it goes down that hallway into the room. It doesn't reveal any extra information.
I say we spring the trap for the XP.
Above table, that's one thing I'm really enjoying about XP.
I know. Could Korak try to look down the hallway and see if there's anything that looks trappish? Any levers or like plates on the floor?
Riddle perception check.
Okay, anybody wanna help look with me?
Yes.
Perfect. Ooh, a 19.
Ooh, 19. You don't see anything that looks like any pressure plates or anything obvious as traps in the hall.
Traps. I can kind of see like the beginning of these things. What was the description of those again?
I'm going to play it by what you can actually see now. It's hard to see.
Okay.
You just see something sticking its head out.
All right, well, since I have the highest AC, I guess I'll go first.
As she's doing that,
I'm
Grass climbs
scared.
onto the table.
I don't want to. I'm scared. Okay. So it didn't respond. Could she see around the corner a little bit better to what those things are?
You tell me what you can see.
God, it looks like a bunch of glowing ghouls to me, but
Epigools.
the ghouls.
I
Okay,
mean,
and they
you don't
just
have to
disappeared.
risk it. You can hang back. We could just start,
Pew
shooting
pew.
them from here.
This could be the gold that my sister was talking about. They could be guarding it.
I mean, if we start attacking them and they come out to face us, then you can still be our wall, just at the very entrance of the hallway, as
Mm-hmm.
opposed to being super far in front.
Right. Okay. Cora's gonna step forward again. She's gonna call out again to like anybody in that room. Are you friend or foe of Sirik?
No responses.
Yep. I start garbling and undead. Okay. Okay. Another step forward.
Nothing happens.
I'm sick. You guys have to follow behind me. Don't just stay back there.
It's Zava's job.
What
I'm
the
here to
fuck?
keep overwatch with my bow.
I'm not going down here alone.
Okay, I'm behind you.
Oh. Can I see something?
You're doing good. Just keep going.
Just a few more steps. We're almost there.
Oh, what's that? Okay.
Actually, that should be easier for her to see because uh, whatever that was that passes by is going to be in bright light thanks to the bullseye lantern.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can roll
Okay.
a nature or a history check if you want to try and understand what you're looking at. Because you get a closer look, there are definitely some undead looking spirits, 2 very tall, scary looking skeletons, and some sort of small hunched over thing shrouded.
Okay. So I rolled a 17.
17. 1 second. Interesting. Okay. You definitely see undead spirits. It's not the first time you guys have dealt with stuff like that. You know, undead skeletons. Okay. The little shrouded creature. It reminds you of stories you've heard before. A creature of death. Revering creatures who would be undead beings that worshipped evil gods. Devoid of life and soul. Their one point to exist is to cause death. A Bodak.
A Bodak? I don't know what that is. It doesn't sound nice. Oh, God. Oh, God. Look at it. Ew. Kill it with fire. Does Cora remember if these things are somewhat sentient, like capable of speech?
Can be, but they're more mindless than they are anything.
Oh, okay. All right. From what she can see in the room, does it look like they're guarding something, or the room continues on somewhere else?
Yep, from there. You see it does. There's another door to the left.
Yep. Okay. All right. I want to use these oil flasks so bad.
Just make sure you understand exactly how they work.
I know. When it says like flask of oil, it's like a lantern oil, right?
It's
Or
an
is it
actual
all oil?
item in the game.
Okay. I don't.
It's a-
Yeah. Can you pop them up for me? Because I wasn't able to look it up.
I don't know. Does oil exist? Yeah.
Oil. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's dousing and stuff. Okay, don't. It's- what burns?
It's like, yeah, you can use
Okay.
it to like hit somebody and then do extra fire, but it's a whole
Yeah.
action to do it. They have to make a save, and there's an
Yeah.
extra 5 fire damage if it even goes off.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not really that much. But is it extra 5 damage per oil flask? No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay. All right, well, she like kind of looks back at the others and she yells, "It's a Bodak. At least one of the creatures are. Mindless. Mostly cares about dealing death, but little else."
Why would they have a dark room full of these creatures?
Well, my guess knowing the church is that they set them up here to either guard the entrance. Why would the door remain hidden? I think whatever is forward would be worth our time investigating. Okay, alright. Okay, calm down. Yeah, I think Cora's gonna.
Look, if we have any serious AoE, we need to apply it here.
Yeah. Yeah, who has AoE? I have burning hands. But that's pretty much
I
it.
think, let me see.
Have ball
I might-
bearings.
I have
He's
Hunger of
not
Hadar.
wrong. Technically, they
Okay.
are.
Does it deal necrotic damage though?
Hunger of Hadar is cold damage and acid damage.
Oh, okay. I'm
Real
just
quick,
worried because these are undead.
before we start combat stuff, uh, did we just give everybody one of the potions of healing? So I remember there
Yeah.
being 4 in that warehouse room.
Yeah, that's what I kind of
Okay.
figured.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Graf isn't. Graf would want to try and get at least 2, but Graf can shut up. Well, there is an idea. Because we have a long hallway here, and we have multiple flasks of oil.
We've tried
We
the oil
could.
scenario. I mean, yeah, technically we could. I think what it's covers 5 square feet.
Well,
Yes.
I could cast Hunger of Hadar. We'd have cold damage, acid damage, and then special like darkness, difficult terrain, and you could throw the oil for fire.
Also, my screen went dark. Like the UI is the same brightness, but like all the scenery went dark for me.
I made it darker so it looked really creepier for Cora looking into it.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. Kind of
Yeah.
figured that's what you were doing.
Shift 2.
It's poopy.
My idea is basically we can fill the entire hallway up with the oil from the flasks, have the entire hallway set on fire, and for good measure have Hillshire throw some of the ball bearings on one of the squares in the middle.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down if you guys are. I'm not really trying to take on all those guys in there by myself, so if we can
Yeah.
bottleneck them, that'd be great.
And I'm thinking if we keep Cora and Zaba, because the door, they can't go diagonally, out the door to the left, because that's wall. Can't go through Cora, can't go through Zaba. So we could have you guys in the room, and both of you would be able to hit the enemy. Like,
Yeah.
whoever's off to the side would have to deal with the enemy having cover, but only one enemy at a time would be able to get through unless they've got, Spectral can fly through whatever, but
Are you
that
saying that you and Hillshire like are standing up here?
pretty much.
Okay, and then Zaba and I are here, or I'm there and then Zaba's here, or something like that?
I'm thinking
Or you want us to be in the room?
there and there or whatever. Okay, so that's the door. So
I can't jump that high.
like here and here for you and Zaba, and me and Hillshire back here.
Oh, okay.
Because then my
Yeah.
idea is, yeah, you two would block the path for anyone trying to get in that can't travel through another creature's tile. Hillshire and I have a shooting gallery. It's through you, so it's light cover, but the longer you guys hold them in the fire, it's just better for all involved, I think. And it's not
Yep.
like we paid for the oil.
Well, also my thing with the fire and stuff. Oh, I guess it's stone. So as soon as the oil burns out, the fire will burn out, right? Theoretically.
Exactly.
Okay. I was just worried about us like having to move through the hallway afterwards, but
It'll be a little hot, but
yeah. Oh, okay. The oil dries after a minute. Okay. Yeah, I'm down. So Cora's gonna take 10 of her flasks. Well, but do you want to
Filming.
rule it like one flask covers 5 feet of, or 5 foot square?
Are you asking me a question?
Yes.
What's the question?
How do you want to rule, like, so I have 10 flasks. If is like one
You
flask
ended up
good
with
enough to
10 of
cover one-
those?
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
what I'm saying. That's what
I
that's
thought
what
it was
you
like 4.
said.
I believe it. I just don't remember. All I remember is the 4 healing potions. I thought you had like 4 of them. It's a flask of oil, yeah. So like for each one, that's a 5 foot square.
Okay.
so
So
we do want to be careful because reading the oil, it only burns for 2 turns.
right.
So if we don't get them to follow us, I don't want to have the oil already burning and wasting it.
Well, I'm
So-
assuming that they all have 30 feet of movement. I can, like, if we stop the oil, like, right here or something like that, I could wait till they mostly, all of them get into the hallway, block the door with my meat shield, and then light it on fire. Or use burning hands. That's what I was planning on doing, is just using burning hands in the hallway.
I think we got the plan.
Okay.
The ball bearings will stick around.
Yeah.
They'll
yeah,
be a little trickier to pick up.
Yeah, get those ball
Yeah.
bearings out there.
It actually, it says outright it takes 10 minutes to recover the ball bearings.
Make
So
sure you don't lose any of those marbles.
these little half squares, Nate, right here, will the fire cover this, or would it just be in
Yeah, I
the
wouldn't count that
5
as
foot square?
movement. So all you have to worry
Okay.
about is the
Would-
5 foot down the middle.
Okay, perfect. I just didn't want them like sliding past the fire. Okay. Alright, yeah, so she's gonna take 1 flask here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 'Cause I'm not
Perfect.
trying to set myself on fire.
I wonder. Let's do this. Let's look for community content. And this. Yeah, it's not letting me do what I wanted to do. Let me try take this. I know you haven't set it on fire yet, but we can just use it for. There's 1. How many are you doing?
5 of them.
2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5.
Perfect.
That's what Not lit yet, but that's where they'll be marked for now.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think Cora was gonna back up and just hold the door right here. Everybody assume position.
Assume that position.
Assume away. I think Hillshire was up on the table back here, and then Zabo was here, right?
I will throw a bag of 1,000 ball bearings onto the ground.
So you're gonna put them
in front of
in
us.
ball bearings. Because I don't think you have to do all of them, do you?
I mean, it just says it takes 10 minutes to pick them up, so might as well do all 1,000.
Cool. So let's figure out how we want to do that then. Ball bearings. My fun's over. I'll turn up the. Oops. Wrong button. Per usual, I got lost in the screenshot world there for a little bit. Oops. Apply. Okay. All right. Will you start waving where you were thinking?
I guess if I'm standing where Cora is, then I can't go further than here.
So those are oil. So technically you can, they're not lit up yet. So you can be more strategic anywhere in that hallway, in my opinion. You just tell me.
I guess might as well do it as far as I can. So like around here, I think it's 10 feet square.
It is a
whatever
10-foot
is
square
there.
area. Okay. Let me see if I can find us a big slab to throw down there. Oh, is there anything fun with the lava? Something like real obvious. That and that. I'm just thinking of quick markers here. I guess I have tokens I can use. Through here. Creatures. Man, sometimes the one thing that does suck, the like menus for like my library and stuff will glitch out. That's why I had to restart it earlier, but now I can't like find stuff in there, so I'm gonna have to go back to the just normal build library. My apologies. I'm trying to make this quick. Okay, now it's working. You know what? I'll do the swords since they cover. So, bam, bam. Not worried about the ones off to the side of it because they no one can really get in those spaces anyway. So those two spots are the swords hovering, have ball bearings and oil on them. Does that look how you guys want it?
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. I love it.
Okay. now?
Assume position.
What now?
So I think Hillshire has to
Watching
go.
us.
Hillshire's got to go up here, so you can have a shot. And then Cora to trigger it. Ooh, let's see.
I don't know where my model is.
You're in Zaba,
You and
looks
Zaba
like.
are
Yeah.
merged together.
We're one.
Together.
We're one. Let's see. I'll just throw a javelin at the Bodak.
Okay. Go and give it a nice little throw.
26.
26 will hit.
Alright, it's gonna be a little 8 piercing damage. Yeah.
All right.
Is it? Are we technically? Yeah, we're
We're now rolling
right?
initiative. Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
That felt like an Elden Ring moment. where I'm
Yeah. You're like the one little spear.
just walking
Well,
around.
what
boss
happens
Music
is it
changes,
hits
yeah.
it, and you just hear everything in there. They're screeching from the Bodak, from the specters. It's like, and then just like a roar from the big giant skeletons. They are angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maximum angry.
Maxim. They're angry little elves.
I'll give you guys the option. I'm
Kind
good to
enough
go. We're
watch us
ending.
set all that up.
We're ending at 10:30. Do you guys want me to get this started?
I'm
It's
good
10
enough.
minutes, I
here.
think. I'm ready to call it a session.
Yeah.
'Cause I think
Is that
10
fine?
minutes, we're still going to be halfway through the turn order.
Yeah,
To be
for
fair, in 10 minutes, hopefully I'm done with getting initiative. With unfortunate with this system. I was happy to do it though, but if we do have people wanting to tap out for the early mornings, I have no issues with that. So let's end it there, and then we'll do a proper initiative rolls and stuff next week, and get into
For
it.
sure.
Sounds good.
Don't let me forget to light the oil on fire next session.
Yep, 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 yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I do
Alright.
want to say Graf's Sloppy's rations. He's got menus 1, 2, 3, and 5. Some rumors say that menu 4 was the sloppy secret sauce, which is just water.
Oh,
But
God.
it was pulled from production before it hit the market for being too healthy. It met too many health and safety codes. So
Funny.
God.
Hilarious. Water's too healthy here.
Hillshire just kicks Graf down into the room, shuts the secret
Yeah.
door,
He-
locks
He
it.
waits until I light it on
That
fire
gif.
and Sparta kicks him.
We're back, babies. Thank you for everyone for your patience for when I was gone for a month, and I'm excited to keep digging in. So, got also you guys have a heist to do still, and don't you guys have a mimic hunt? Did I
Grand
make that up?
opening.
Yeah, you have the grand opening. Technically,
Yeah.
you have a
grand
bunch of little
opening,
side
yeah,
stuff to do.
mimic.
We got a mimic.
Yeah.
Mimic to find.
The mimic. There's like a thief out there. There
Yeah.
were
Oh, yeah.
shapeshifters we were supposed to be
That's the-
looking for. There's like 30 different things
Yeah, there's so much.
that we were in the middle of.
Yeah, we got a lot going on.
Oh man.
we
All right.
keep